Hello, I'm Erica.
And I'm Taliesin.
And this is
Gather
Gather
Your
Your Hearts! Welcome, everybody, to our Valentine's Day themed show.
We're doing Valentine's. It had like a subtle prom theme, and we just sort of like morphed it into Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Also, it's the Lunar New Year, so Gonghae Fat Choi.
Happy
Or
year,
Gongsi
year of the dog.
Fat Chai. Happy Year of the Dog.
Happy Year of the Dog, which is so much easier to pay attention to now that Overwatch makes me sure that I know what year it is every year, so I'm never confused anymore.
Thank God.
I know. I can't. I'm on that weird cusp, but I never remember which one I am.
Oh,
drives
wait,
me
really?
nuts.
What are you?
I don't remember.
Taliesin, who remains ageless.
77, 76. It's either snake or dragon. I don't know.
Who can say? I'm sure we can figure out the map.
Can
Someone will figure out the
chat,
map.
please tell me, because I would like to know this, because I would like something fun. Hi.
So we have taken the liberty of gathering a bunch of Valentines with us today. Hello, oh my God!
Wow.
Sam. Whoa!
Out of nowhere.
A Sam appears.
Yes, it's been a week of Valentine's Day themed shows, and we thought we'd have a little wrap up with a party when the chocolates were extra discounted.
Super discounted.
Yeah, get in there, get in there, get in there.
It's time.
Get in there. It's time.
It's time.
We got one of those is
Praline?
pralines.
One of them is
Like,
Star Wars flavored.
and stuff. That's the thing. Like, if you figure out the key to your
there's
heart,
just-
then
You just
get
are.
there. It
Oh,
is.
sure. There can be making more.
Your heart, the turtles. These are mine.
Turtles.
Never ending.
Turtles are delicious.
Yeah, you guys should have got some.
Tell, we're both here with the snake.
We're both here the same. Are you here? Oh,
Oh my God.
Much like love, I'm waiting for one to connect to me.
how does it roll through again?
Oh, thank you. I was
Oh my God! I forgot.
gonna ask you to like grab one for me, and then they came.
And then they came to you.
I really. Don't get fidget one.
Okay.
So, cheers. Go ahead.
Do you want some?
Sure. Well,
So let's introduce everybody. You might know some of these folks already. Starting over here with someone you just literally saw before the show.
Oh, me. Well, hello. I'm Sam DeLev. You might know me, indeed, from most of this afternoon on Shield of Tomorrow, our Star Trek RPG, where I play Commander Janelle Rue, who might be finding love. Who knows? And on Behind the Shield, our after show, where I am the host.
Yay! Sam DeLev, everybody.
Yay.
Jared.
Me, Jared. Hi, I'm Jared, formerly of Hot Pepper Gaming, currently a writer for League of Legends. I also worked on Dream Daddy and the Nerdy Nutties Cookbook and some other stuff. Hello. Hi. How's it going? Hey. I feel like I need to give a smolder to the
no,
camera
your
every
flirt is
single
on.
time.
Your flirt is on.
Oh my gosh.
They promised us they wouldn't use this in the shot, but I knew they were lying. I knew they were lying.
So much all at once.
I need a gift of that.
They don't lie to you.
No.
Or Valentine's.
But speaking of Dream Daddy, real quick,
Yeah.
I finally finished my first run of Dream Daddy. I dated Damien Gothad, who is unequivocally best dad.
Yes.
Dream Daddy was my AOL screen name.
No.
Well, do I have a game for you? sir?
I think we might have met now that I'm thinking about what.
I am.
It's not.
I cast a wide net on AOL.
Wow. That's. Who else is here?
Thank you, Daryl.
So great.
Alex. I'm Alex. I'm Erica's friend, and I just appear sometimes from
Oh.
the ether. That's where I'm from. And I animate and I draw robots. That's it. That's it for me.
What kind of robots?
Yes,
I need
Daryl.
more
the big
details
one.
about robots.
And I need more details about the ether, please.
I was actually
There's
thinking
no
that too.
details
Tell us
about
what
the
sticky
ether.
means in Transformers
I'm not gonna
language.
try. Okay, we're moving on to the next person.
Is it either like the Fifth Element or either like the
I
bottle
didn't know
of
I
stuff
was
that I have?
consulted
Well,
on the show for Transformers fan fiction.
I guess I'm the one who's the expert on Shrek fan fiction.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's something you want to say out loud in front of people.
No, I
So,
actually no. There's a reason.
Every year on my 24-hour charity marathon for my birthday, I have competitive erotic fan fiction where chat will choose fandoms for all the writers, and they have an outer right, and they read their erotic fan fiction in front of everybody, and chat votes on who had the best fan fiction. And Kelly was our winner last year with her delightful Shrek fanfic. What was it called?
It was something Shrek pun related.
There's
Unfortunately,
a troll in my hole. Is that it?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like I won the erotic fanfic competition, not because I entered.
Really, everybody wins.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I got
Everybody
to
won.
hear all
Everybody-
the
everyone
my girlfriend.
Yeah.
But it was the first time that hey fellow friend nerds, it was the first time I've actually ever like written it and or read any of it. So it was kind of an honor.
A resounding success, and a
Yes,
resounding
thank
success
you.
for Sam, who met her girlfriend at that party
true.
as
Yes.
well during erotic fan fiction. She just gave the best Tom and Jerry smut, and that just
What?
won Sam's
It was
heart.
amazing.
Oh
What?
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Cute.
She wrote the Tom and Jerry smut. I won the pillow fight competition. The love was inevitable.
Wow.
Is there video?
Yeah.
There
Yes,
is.
there is video.
Oh, the Tom and Jerry.
Twitch.tv/Erica Ishii. Look it up,
All right.
everybody.
Good.
Jared
We'll
wrote
talk.
the Bumblebee fan.
I wrote the Transformers fanfic.
Oh yeah.
Did I share that with you? Did I show you it?
You have not shared that with me.
Yeah.
They're roommates now.
I wrote, I wrote some sexy Transformers fan fiction.
My car
There
is
were so
calling.
much robot shark dicks.
Oh man.
Which is the perfect transition. Please. Introduce
Speaking of
yourself.
shark dicks.
Speaking of robot shark dicks. Hey everybody.
Always.
I'm Jake Bennett from Asinine Wisdom, which is on Tuesdays. Well, one more Tuesday anyway. Yeah, you probably know me from that, or my one time on Cops that I don't think I'm legally allowed to talk about anymore. No?
Nope.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Blowing right past that.
Yeah.
I should sit up. I look slouchy. Hi, I'm tired. I'm Daryl Crittenden. I am also of
From Cops. He was also on the same
Asinine
episode of
Wisdom.
Cops.
I'm also from Asinine Wisdom. You may know me. I don't know. Some people do.
Viewing numbers would suggest possibly not.
That's
And with that, I think I've secured that I have to come on Asinine Wisdom.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
See you Tuesday.
yeah.
Tuesday.
See, it's
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Battle
The Battle
Royale.
Royale for the finale.
Yeah, I kind of did that.
And I'm happy to be a Valentine
Aww.
To anybody who
to
wants
anyone.
one.
Dear God.
It's more of a it's a desperation
It's
thing.
sort of like getting sad. Oh, that's Fizzgig. This is the dog. She's down there.
Look,
Fizz
can we
Gig,
get
tell us
Fizz
about
Gig?
yourself.
Fizz Gig?
Fizzgig is 9 years old. She's a Jack Russell Beagle. She is neurotic and very expensive.
So
Worth
relatable.
every penny.
There was a long
her.
pause
She has
between.
eyes of love.
Between I love her and she's expensive.
Yeah.
Between yeah. Well,
She's very expensive.
yeah.
I
I love her. I love her and every. Oh my God.
Oh
That's,
my gosh, so
Aww.
I'm not afraid.
And back out of her. Yeah.
Look at that.
if that's not like 1 million views right there, I don't know what is.
That was what I always hoped the internet would be. It was just
Yeah.
like
Puppy
Just
dogs.
dogs.
close-ups
If
on
I could
dogs
have
and
had a
cats.
rabbit jump over her at that moment, it's
Yeah, it would be.
done.
It would be golden right there.
Or if she sneezed.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was my
Yeah.
dog sneeze. Was that pretty good?
That was a pretty good
that was
one.
pretty good.
They're usually noisier than that, I think.
I have gathered you all here today.
Yes.
Not because one of us is a murderer, which I am always fond of saying.
That we know of.
Yeah, that we know.
Nobody
of.
here has murdered anybody.
We weren't on Cops for that or anything.
Double point.
Because
Gonna murder these
Valentine's Day there's so much importance placed on your romantic love, but I enjoy using Valentine's Day as a holiday to celebrate love in all its many forms. And every year I stream with my channel because like community is very important to me and I love my community. Friends are important. Last year we did a pigeon dating sim on my channel.
Beautiful.
No, Hatoful boyfriend.
Hateful boyfriend. Hatoful.
Hatoful boyfriend.
boyfriend.
It's a.
I've watched
okay,
you play it. Is the only time I've ever.
It's a very clever Japanese pun. You see.
Yeah.
Let me explain it to you.
Please.
Because hato means pigeon, and then it sounds like hatoful. It's like a hatoful.
Oh.
Hatoful boyfriend.
Oh. Oh. Japanese puns. Oh. they're the only puns worse than English puns or Japanese
Right.
puns. It's so
Yeah. So I thought that we could
Oh.
spend today. We brought a whole bunch of discount chocolates, and we have a lot of crafting supplies to make Valentine's cards. So we could everybody could make Valentine's cards, and we can
Can I
exchange them. Please,
start?
please, yes, please. Let's
Alright.
start. And because this was always something that I enjoyed back in school because it was mandatory that every kid had to give every other kid Valentine's.
it was so much pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Even the kids are assholes?
Yeah, exactly. And so
Oh,
you just kind
I
of
don't
put a
agree with
little,
that.
you put a little less time into theirs
Sure.
and stuff. or
That's
gave
how
them
we
the
ended
ones
up
that-
where
You
we
just
are
give them
now.
the one that just says Happy Valentine's
Happy
Let you
Day.
choose, yeah.
Happy
Wait,
day.
Or just Valentine's Day because you don't really want to have a
No.
happy one.
I
Happy
read
Valentine's
way
Day
too into
Massacre.
them.
I
That's
keep-
a cut.
That was-
That's a deep.
I,
You
I
know
knew
what
it was
that
coming.
is?
I knew it was coming.
Well, the kid's so stupid though, because he didn't get it. Because that's why he was angry though, because he was unsmart.
He just didn't have
I still have
those
it.
deep gangland jokes.
I know.
That's, it's also, I might add, but it is the Valentine's thing about it is also what gave us Some Like It Hot, which is one of my my favorite weird sex comedies.
Sugar,
Oh, the Snoop Dogg song?
musical
No.
version.
Oh, that's not it.
I know.
No.
Yeah, no, it's my favorite classic. I have a lot of. I gotta say, I used to have. I'm too old now to have these sorts of feelings. A lot of negativity wrapped up in Valentine's Day.
Right. I think there is that sentiment very much in this day and age because it is very much a Hallmark holiday.
Well, I mean, what I'm coming to accept is that we live in a Hallmark world. I mean, like, what I mean by that is all the things that bring us joy inevitably are making there's inevitably that almost everything that brings us joy as a culture is inevitably making money for somebody. And once you get around that fact of like there's no way to enjoy an awful lot of the things that we enjoy without just accepting that a lot of them are commercially produced, then to just sort of embrace that and embrace that it's not about the commercial production but like what you do with it.
Yeah.
And you get to decide what it means to you. They just get to sort of put it out there into the ether that everyone actually is going to like invest themselves in this, but it's your investment.
Yeah. That and I found out about Lupercalia too.
Do you
That's
have it?
great.
Is that, yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds.
Oh,
Did you?
Lupercalia was the pagan festival.
Oh my God, the
on
werewolf.
the 15th. Yes, it's like Werewolf Orgy Day, essentially, where you flog
can
your
catch
loved
that.
one through the streets to ensure fecundity.
Well-
And there's like drinking and.
How come she gets to say more bad
orgy
words
and
than we do on our
fecundity.
show?
What?
Fecundia?
Fecundity.
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 Why have I
Hashtag
never gotten
fraternity.
invited to the werewolf orgy?
I know,
Yeah,
right?
Like,
is,
I'd
is
be
the
such a good
werewolf
fit.
orgy still going on?
I feel like we just haven't known each other that long.
You know? No matter
How
how
long do you have to know somebody to get invited?
You have to at least go to like 3 werewolf bar mitzvahs before you can get
Hallmark has still not returned my calls.
They have sent a card though.
Yeah, they have sent so I enjoy. Yeah, it's true. Like it's very much a manufactured holiday, and it's based on older
What holiday
things.
is
but
not manufactured though?
Yeah, they're all. I mean, they're all to a certain extent that borrowed, repurposed, reformatted, retooled.
Sure.
And like once you get over the notion that like this is about having to find
have
somebody
one of
and
those?
be coupled, and this is
Or the white one?
this can be. I remember what I'm going to call it my halfway point with this was because I was convinced that Valentine's Day was always just going to be this depressing thing, and it was usually a sign I was about to like lose my relationship if I had one, or if I didn't have one, I'd be like, whoa. No. Is that I had my girlfriend at the time that I finally was coming around on this had this great idea that for Valentine's Day we would have a massive public breakup.
Nice. like our legit one? Or
No, like thoroughly staged, but like by the time I was like 3 or 4 years into this process, and like with another girl at that point, but like
Right.
we were like literally had a cake specifically that was purchased to throw at each other
Oh, that's fun.
loudly at a party.
That's
That's cool.
amazing.
And then we would spend the rest of the party not talking to each other and just occasionally shitbagging each other to our friends. And then we'd make up at the end of the night. Once it was midnight, we would just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It was
So
all."
you guys
I take it
could-
back.
Yeah.
We're back. And like we would just spend all of Valentine's Day broken up loudly lovely.
I love that.
Really nice, and it like got a lot of that weird negativity out of my system.
Well, have you ever seen the?
Valentine's meets April Fools. I love it.
Yeah.
Valentine's means Andy Kaufman. Have you seen the ceremony where you can break up together? Like you take your ring and you smash it and all that stuff. Like,
What?
Like the Lord of the Rings?
no, well, yeah, maybe. I mean,
throw it into
I'm not gonna say.
Oh my god.
fire,
No,
Mr. Frodo!
But what you do is you when you're like, oh, I'm gonna get divorced, and then you take you put the ring on a box, and you and your future ex-wife or future ex-husband go smush and smash it. A lot of people get down to that moment and can't do it. They get down to that moment and they're like, no, let's keep going. And so, but it's like another wedding though. Everybody comes to the ceremony.
I
I'm
would
down with
love
it.
to have a Lord of the Rings themed divorce party.
Oh my god!
Throw it into the fire, Mr. Frodo! Like, "No, the ring is mine! Then you put it on and you disappear.
Hey,
Wow, that is a metaphor,
Oh my
isn't it?
god!
Oh, that's funny.
I can never get away with
Too
that.
real.
That would not work
I
for
know.
me.
You can. You just gotta be manly. See, I wrote it.
Yeah. Oh my God. It is a. So yeah, this is. We're trying to like. Part of this party is definitely an attempt for us, and on a certain level, to enjoy all of the pageantry of Valentine's Day without any of the.
Yes, the trappings without the expectation.
Without the expectations.
That's the thing is that
Trappings are
I hate that it's it's like it's such a trap, you know, like having expectations on Valentine's Day is a trap, but like it's nice to have a day to like celebrate love and just tell somebody how you feel about them.
And
so that, and
especially
that's true of friends.
Especially here because we all are wonderful. Like this is such a great collection of friends, and we all take care of each other
Yeah.
and love each other, and it's really nice. And it's just a day of like reminding everybody that this is why we all live here and don't go back to our homes often enough. And
I thought you meant like climb back into the trees.
well, that too, but
Some of us, the truth is our home.
yeah.
I thought you meant the ether.
Or the ether.
Expensive, okay?
Which ether? I'm still wondering.
Oh, wait, I forgot.
climb into a bottle of ether.
box of chocolate.
I mean, who just?
Holy Jesus. So yeah, there's gonna be some chocolate. There's gonna be and we bought the dumbest chocolates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just hang on. I'll
I
tell
found
you.
Captain Phasma chocolate.
Oh, coconut cream.
Oh yeah.
Go
Oh
in my
yeah.
mouth.
Don't be a traitor to my
Oh, is
heart, Valentine.
Is there more than one coconut cream, or is there only one?
There's another coconut cream.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Right there.
You
Can
want
you,
it?
toss it out this way?
Did you guys always like coconut, or was that like a thing you
I've-
guys acquired? Because as a child, I was like, ugh, coconut.
Oh!
You know?
Oh, same.
I have a coconut story that's Valentine's-y.
Of course you do.
Please share.
It's. I think this one's approvable.
The one that you told before the stream started was not. It was not given the okay.
Same girlfriend.
Boy.
When we were like young and in love, and we were like, it is time for us to express our love physically for the first time. How's that?
It's trying to say, okay,
joyful,
all right,
fun
go
time.
ahead.
I was like network television 1972.
My mom
That's
came
good.
home, and we panicked, and so she ran into the bathroom to hide. And then like my mom was like, "Is she okay?" I was like, "Oh yeah, you know those cookies you made? They have coconut in them. Yeah, she's allergic to coconut." And I was with this girl for like 5 years. My mom never made another thing with coconut for 5 years. And then one time when I almost died, I told my mom the truth, and it was like my favorite moment of the whole almost dying. The dying part's not fun.
What?
It was fine. Actually, it was fine. It was
People
fine.
confess things when they think they're about to die.
Yeah, I
Like,
thought
there's
I was
all-
going
everyone's-
out.
And that was the thing that you thought to confess.
No, I did it all. That was like in a list.
That was just like, it was like the
Roll
Goonies
it
scene.
out.
Yeah.
It's like the Goonies
Yeah,
scene.
a little
Oh my
bit. Yeah.
God.
Do you have like something that you're ready to say just in case you're about to die, so it can be your last words?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is it?
I can't say it now.
Yeah,
Can you?
That'd ruin it.
No, it's
I'm-
deeply
It's not like a
intimate.
birthday wish. I mean, you can tell us.
Yeah, if I say it now, it won't come true.
What,
You
your dad?
should say something like, "The treasure is buried in," and then just go.
And then just die.
That's
See, my
amazing.
luck, I would
That's
do that.
amazing.
Yeah, that's what
I
you
would
should
do that, but then I'd still be alive afterwards, and they'd be like, "Where is it?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I really thought this."
Yeah.
This is
And so he goes and buries like a shitty pocket
I'm-
watch he found somewhere.
I'm stealing my grandfather. This was almost my grandfather's last words, and I was so proud of him. It was his last words were almost, "Don't let me die in the valley."
Nice.
Wow.
Those are very good last
That's
words.
really
though.
good.
We were doing work, and we were at a sound studio, and he had like it was like a minor heart attack. He clutched fell over, and while we're running to get the phone to dial 911, he grabs the sound engineer by the collar and pulls him in and says, "Don't let me die in the valley!" Oh, and then passes back out. And he almost died because we were laughing so hard we couldn't get to the phone. Like we couldn't talk to the 911.
Don't let me die in the valley.
That would have been a beautiful way to go
Oh,
out.
that's
It's,
really
in
the
good.
valley.
I have no
Yeah, ironically, of course, no, I mean, like, it was deep in the valley.
Well, then he really should have thought that
Bless
out.
him, he also did not die in the valley, so he lived the dream.
Good for him. God, but Alex, you and I talked about like what we want on our gravestones.
Oh,
Wait, no, I did. Wait, what was your?
It was I apologize for nothing.
Oh yes, that's right. No, it was I regret nothing.
Oh, I
and
regret
I
nothing.
apologize for nothing.
Yeah.
There's a famous college basketball coach who said he wants to be buried upside down so everyone can kiss his ass.
that's good.
If you're gonna go, and you're gonna be a dick about it,
That's the way to
that's
do
the
it.
way
No,
to do it.
I mean, like, and there's something there's a certain romance to like really one last f you to the world.
Yeah.
Or I collect. I still have them. I collect etchings and interesting epitaphs.
Like from like Tombstone.
Oh yeah, from Tombstone
You go
all
out
over
and
the
get them
United
yourselves,
States.
or people bring them to you.
Both.
That's amazing.
This is beautiful. Look at
And there
what
was-
Jared. Look at what Jared did. Look at that.
I
What's
guess
on the
it-
back, Erica? There's something on the back.
I love
There you
it.
go.
This is
Some
very,
quality
very
stuff
good.
right there.
Quality stuff.
They don't make Hunter's Valentines.
Yeah.
So-
that's
Fatty melt. That is solid.
really
Yeah.
great.
I don't know what this is, but I'm taking. Oh no!
Yeah, there was a great tombstone that was
There's a
from the
Roman
East
nude.
Coast.
I don't even know.
That was for a man who was George Collin died in 1840, survived by his wife. 26 comely of comely disposition and now available and accepting suitors, and she actually left.
Wow.
She left a personal ad on the
Wow. Good for her. Oh,
You know what?
Get out there again, girl.
Sometimes life starts.
life begins
Life
at
ends.
widowhood.
Life finds a way.
Finds a way, sure. yeah.
Life finds a way.
Can I steal
Oh.
some pink glue?
That's
Or-
not even getting back on the horse. That's just having the horse right there.
That's
Having
just
the horse
right there.
All right, ready to go.
That's the way to do it.
That is a way to do it.
I need to get me a dead wife. Wait, that
You
sounded.
want her like pre-dead?
Pretty
or-
dead.
Calm down, OJ.
Wait, is that something you can order?
I mean,
No, you know
Yeah,
what?
you can
maybe,
order anything
maybe,
with enough money.
there's
Isn't that the
probably
best
enough
social
Bitcoin in the world, but we're
Ghostmates.
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 That's beauty.
I love it.
Oh my God.
I want pink heart.
There's a man. You're sending me down some terrible places today.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much.
Right.
I'm having to
Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's.
Valentine's Day.
make it stick.
Oh, and that coconut just tastes so good.
Is it true that your heart can actually break?
Oh,
Oh my God.
Takotsubo cardiomyopathy.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's a yes then.
That's a maybe.
Okay.
Wow.
If it's
Yes.
got a name like that.
After an emotional shock, you undergo rapid cardiomyopathy. The muscle of your heart degrades, and you die.
That's one of
It's
the ways
real.
that elves can die.
Wow.
Here you go.
Did
Here's
I
the
ever
ring.
tell you what my mom told me when I saw Little Mermaid when I was a little kid?
What?
I was like, because
Oh God, did she
You're-
tell you
you're
how it
amazing.
actually ends?
Okay, so I was a toddler, right? I was very young, and I was like talking about the movie. And my mom was like, you know, in the book there's a different ending, and I was like, well, how does it end in the book? And
Oh,
I guess
no.
she didn't want to tell me that she kills herself, right? The
Yeah.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
but, well,
it's even worse, but
essentially.
yeah.
Well, she told me she
She dry
dies,
out.
and I was like, how did she die? And she said
She
died.
died
She died
out.
of a broken heart. And I, as a little kid, was like, you can die of that? And for years, I was like, I hope I never get my heart broken, because I
It-
might die.
It's
Wonderfully.
it's even worse in the books because they specifically state that
She turns to sea foam.
she turns to sea foam, but
But-
specifically because she was a mermaid and when at that moment that not only does she die, but she has no soul in that point, so she actually can't even go. very
But
specifically,
later
like-
versions of it
He-
tell
he changed
that
it.
he changes it later
Oh.
in that because she refused to kill the prince, she was accepted into heaven. and angels come down and save her soul.
And then there was a retort from, I can't remember the woman who wrote Mary Poppins, who said bullshit. Basically, she's like, "Don't you back off that? No,
Retcon!
don't you pretend."
And then St. Michael brought out some like New York style pizza, and they all ate it and they laughed.
It is there that I was asked at one point. I was asked by friends of mine who are really into mermaids and know that I love research to like delve deep into mermaids, and like it's really sad, and there's a lot of thick mythical metaphor for like weird gender issues of the era, and so it's like he was like, don't change the ending. No, it needs to stay that way because it's about something terrible. It's supposed to make you
Sometimes
sad.
the terrible things
Happy
are the
Valentine's
best
Day.
things there are.
Oh, that's why it's so hard to recommend Lovecraft to anyone.
Oh.
No, it's Lovecraft. It's the seminal cosmic horror, also eugenics.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
it's-
that's fun.
Yeah, that's why I do King in Yellow. It's just like it's all the
yeah.
fun with like none of the weird. It's great.
It's a little bit of the weird.
A little bit of
not
the
that
weird.
Eric,
Yeah,
here's-
read King in
here's
Yellow, by
mine.
the way. Speaking of
Oh,
which.
let's see.
Here
Let's see
you
what
go.
Daryl's looks like.
Okay, there's just an empty
sure.
space there if anybody wants. If anybody wants to put their initials.
You could have put like a your ad here.
I mean, you see my initials, Daryl Crittenden, DC. That's me. There's
And then there's like a blank space.
There's a vacant
He's got a
space.
blank space, baby.
if you
And
guys,
you can
I
write
don't
your
know,
name.
if you guys wanna.
Oh, Gunner,
anybody,
this is live.
Oh, this is
This is
Yeah?
as live as it gets.
Just waiting.
Are you
Just,
Gunner? Are you out volunteering as tribute?
Just so you all know.
Just right
So you
there.
know, we'll just leave this here. We'll just leave this here.
Yeah, just leave
and
it
we'll
where.
we'll leave a pen next to it.
Yeah, if anybody wants
And
to put their.
if by any chance, like
That's
by the end of
cool.
the stream,
No,
And
you
we'll
cannot,
leave,
Jake.
like, a
Can I see
subtle
that?
message,
No, Jake.
But you don't have to read it.
Oh
It's
my
just-
God.
It's just for you.
Oh. This is very good. Do we have like a cam that
Yes, we
can?
do.
Don't do, oh, okay.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Don't want to zoom
No,
that.
you don't want to.
that
What
way.
is it?
You could
it's
just
a-
read
it's
it.
a-
You could just read it out loud, Erica. It's for you.
Oh, good.
Come
It
on.
says.
What does it say?
Say it. Say it out loud.
Really?
Well, I
Say
mean,
the
like,
words.
you don't have to.
I mean, I do.
Say the words.
It says, "I have a heart on for you."
Oh,
Callie.
Hey, wait a minute.
Like,
How many
that
there
means
are?
like a.
There are a lot of hearts on
So many
there.
hearts on.
Good point.
That means
That's
like
really
a.
good. Very
Yeah,
good.
you're still
They
very
could
good.
collide.
Wait,
That's
wait,
like
is
a-
there a joke? Oh.
No, it's fine.
It's a hard-on
Don't worry about
collider.
it.
Sorry.
That's just yeah.
Oh.
I feel like a bad person. now.
Foo for Owl volunteers. Volunteers like Foo for Owl. Is that an F and a U or an F and an O? That we.
Foo for Owl?
Foo for
Foo for
Owl?
Owl has volunteered to be to fill in that blank
yours
space
now.
there.
Yeah.
I love Puffer.
What? Somebody volunteered for the blank space?
Yeah.
To fill your blank space, buddy.
Well, I feel.
volunteered first.
Who did?
Miss Sunflower 9.
Miss Sunflower volunteered first.
Miss Sunflower,
All right,
you're
Sunflower,
too good for him.
I need your email to send you all my
Too
bags.
good. You're too good for him.
She said it's cool to share, though.
Oh, well, in that case, it's college all over again.
Oh,
Yay.
I know. I was
Yeah?
just like having like think. No. Boy, yeah.
Oh,
They only
somebody
have a
has
theory of what I was getting up
Fezgig.
to at that time.
It does have the perfect. Somebody actually has the name Fezgig
Thank you,
instead
Sunflower.
of Fizzgig.
Oh,
on
that's good.
Fezgig.
That's good.
So congrats.
Popper for you.
Congrats to you on probably having a very cool high school experience, just like me. I can
Just
juggle.
like all of us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Future
Did you
Android.
guys like
I'm gonna refer to you as Future Android.
got
Okay,
Very good.
so my prom. Alex
Oh, yeah.
and I were at the same prom limo. Oh my god, it's okay.
How long
man.
ago? Wait. Oh wait. I guess.
No, you
How
can't.
long ago?
Can I fit under this table?
It could've-
I think I can.
It could have been a lot worse than.
It could always be.
How do you start the story that way? It could have gone worse.
It wasn't.
That's the thing is that I was hoping
Was it
for
Waco?
like.
It should either be great or really terrible.
Yeah,
could've
that's
gone
the
worse.
thing. It should be either an amazing prom or just like a really awful like telling stories about it years and years later prom. For ours, it was just like okay.
Yeah.
It was just okay. I had planned where like we were gonna go to Santa Monica Pier and like run around in our prom clothes and stuff.
Oh,
and
that
the,
sounds
and the
nice.
parents were like, "There are gangs in Santa Monica.
There are
There
not.
gangs in Santa
I would
Monica.
love to
We're
be a Santa
not.
Monica
You all
gang.
are going to golf
they're all
and
at
stuff."
we
I mean,
went to go.
Back
we had to
then
go
it was
to
only
golf.
single gentrified. Now it's double gentrified. So
There
We
were
went to-
like gutter punks at best.
We went to golf and stuff, but nobody
did.
checked to see what time it
Aspire to other
closed.
parts.
So we had 10 minutes in the arcade before we had to go home, and we ended up watching Beck music videos and Shia LaBeouf's Holes.
Sorry, say it back it up one more time.
I fell asleep.
I feel
We were at
like
our
now
friend's
that carries a
house.
different meaning than it used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Right.
that has not aged well.
So,
Yeah.
wait,
Shut
I'm
up.
like, I am made of confusion. Were you two each other's dates?
No,
You-
no, we
so
were in
what-
the same one. We were in the same
We had
friend
like a
group.
group of people that we all went together.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was okay. I wanted to stay and dance and carry on, and they wanted to leave to go.
Oh my God.
What'd you wear?
It's okay. Okay.
No,
Easy,
don't.
Daryl.
Please don't.
What? That's a, like.
Please don't.
You
No,
looked
no, yeah, no,
amazing.
make it happen.
You
I
looked
want to.
amazing.
What'd you
looked
guys wear?
amazing. So I wore like a Cinderella blue gown,
Nice.
and
Yeah, Erica looked beautiful and like
Thank
you
you.
are supposed to look at prom.
What did you wear?
Alex,
Did you wear like a skirt? What happened?
Alex wore a
I
kimono.
wore
It was
formal
great.
kimono.
Nice.
Yeah.
The way,
It's
and
a
I'm
little,
you
I would've,
researched like the way you're supposed to wear it.
Yeah,
No.
my sister who'd been doing Japanese dance for many years,
Right, right,
dressed
right,
you
yeah.
and everything. It was great.
We did Japanese dance together once.
So you guys flipped it. Cool.
Unintentionally.
People were very confused.
The people were very confused.
Well, I mean,
which
what's
is sort of
confusing
our-
about it? You got a
That's the
kimono.
goal.
and
I have to ask you,
Cinderella.
which school was this, out of curiosity?
Agora High School.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Are there? Okay, yeah.
You're like, oh, it all makes sense.
Well,
now.
I was like, if you've been doing this over like Venice High, I'd be like, why is anyone confused at that point? Because everyone's kind of already
Right?
chemically
Whoa.
altered anyway.
One of the guys in chat said that their school actually paired them up together.
Whoa!
It's
That's
like arranged
no.
marriage prom.
That's a little Orwellian, right?
That's
I'm
so
into
weird.
it. I'm into it
That's
now.
Like the school
sad.
has an AI that pairs you up with your perfect
Oh.
partner.
Very Black Mirror.
That's a Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Immediately,
the Black.
yeah.
All right, I know the Black Mirror writers are watching this right now.
I sadly did not bring my prom photo today, but I have shown it on this show before.
Oh, I don't
This
know.
And at some point, I'll put up some other photos from prom because one of the two proms that we went to that year, Joseph drove us around in his Model A.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh, that's how
So-
you've known Joseph for a long
I've known
time.
Joseph since I was
Joseph
a
of Windows
teenager.
to Sky.
Yeah, I've known Joseph since I was 13, 14 years old.
Oh man.
And yeah, and he has a replica Model A car, so
It's
we were
very
running around
nice.
like
Oh,
this.
that's
Oh.
Like
sweet.
Addams
You wrote in
Family.
that? You wrote in that?
Oh yeah, for one of the
Really
two
good.
proms that we went to that year, and I
That's
was
You went
like,
to
amazing.
two proms.
well, I mean, like I had the French,
La-di-da.
I had the crazy French Regency stuff. I got to do something with all
So
that.
wait, where did you grow up? Here?
Here, yeah, born and raised Los
Oh,
Angeles.
wow.
I drove my sweet 1992 Mercury Topaz.
I feel like you don't know what any of those words mean.
Sure, I do. It was gray with the paint chipping off the top.
I will say,
Sweet.
a couple of my friends from high school eventually became high school teachers,
Oh.
and I have gotten to chaperone
Oh my God, are you
proms
serious?
as an adult.
What is that like?
That is the greatest thing on earth.
But it's so
like,
much better from that point.
Are
of view.
you having fun or are you making fun?
I am.
Yes.
Yes. The answer to that is always it was El Monte High. I think I chaperoned at like 3 El Monte High proms,
I like their cream pie.
and the teaching staff did not know what to do with us. It's like the adults are kind of overdressed at this thing.
I love it.
We gothed out. We did the whole thing, and they're like,
I was
"This
like-
is a lot."
So uncool. Like I didn't go to we had prom and ball, I guess. Like so juniors went
Prom
to
and
prom
what?
and then ball. Like a ball,
Ball.
I guess. So I hated my high school. Sorry, anybody from my hometown.
But fuck you.
I know that my whole house is talking right now.
The whole
I
town
hate high
loved it.
school.
They're like, what? I said a sternly worded letter.
It's being played in the gymnasium right now.
I'm
Where they're like,
slowly-
I can't believe she said that.
Everyone you know is just sitting right there.
I'm slowly trying to work through that, but I ditched everything like high school related because I didn't get along with anyone, and I went to the neighboring high school's prom with a girl, with my best friend who moved out here, which was so taboo where I'm from, which is upstate New York back in the day.
Oh, that's a scary place.
That's not like where we're from. We're from the liberal Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you go with one of your guy friends to prom too?
No, I wore a bright green zoot suit and
Solid.
to my
Nice.
senior prom, and my girlfriend, the one from the Coconut Story, wore a slinky red velvety thing. We looked like sort of like Zoot Suit Riot, and it was so much fun.
It's a very special Christmas. Zoot
It
Suit
was
Riot.
very Christmas colored. But yeah, everybody thought that I was like, they're like, he's gonna regret that. He's gonna feel so bad when he's older and he looks back at his prom pictures and sees that. No.
Little did they know he would do stuff when he was older that he was much more embarrassed.
Not only that, on camera.
Yeah. My junior year, because ours was kind of the same, where only juniors and seniors could go. And my junior year, I went alone.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That's a shocker.
Because I hate this shit. Because my best friend asked out the girl that I wanted to go.
Oh,
my
you're not still
God.
friends with him, are you?
No.
Good.
No.
Oh my god, I had that, the vice versa. Did you guys have vice versa or Sadie Hawkins dances?
No.
We had Sadie
way.
Hawkins. We did have Sadie Hawkins.
Really?
Yep.
No. Interesting.
We had everybody awkwardly go without asking anybody, and then just everybody try to dance and mash stuff together real quick, and then go home and try to figure out what just happened on the dance floor.
Do you remember when you invited me with your other friends to some dance?
Oh,
you said,
she used the word
Alex
other
is
friends.
coming. Can I invite Alex? And they were like, yeah. And apparently they all thought that I was a dude, that we were dating.
Right.
And so I showed up at the door and they were like, oh,
From college.
you're Alex. And I was like, what did I do? I should be here.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
They were so disappointed.
Oh no.
And I was like, this is a great way to start.
I had 2 proms. There was junior prom and senior prom. I
Nice.
didn't go to senior prom because of what happened at junior prom, where there was this. So
What
there was
did
this
you do?
very, very religious girl. I grew up in. So I was born in Valencia, but grew up in Elk Grove, California, which is
All
a
right.
very weird small town south of Sacramento. And there was a very religious girl. We had 3 Jews in the entire school system. And we had a very religious girl who was like, I'm going to convert you to Christianity.
Oh,
Just
no.
you wait. And for
Jeepers.
4 years,
Wow.
tried every
Well,
day to
Chri-
get me to convert.
Christians are kinky, man.
Look,
Did you
every
find
day.
Jesus?
So I finally broke down, and the one dance I ever went to is I tried to go to my junior prom, and I was walking up with my date, and we had 3 of the worst dates I've ever had that night, the following day, and the day after that. But we get to the door, it's this girl's mom, the Christian girl's mom.
Sure.
And she's like, oh, Jared Rosen, are those your shoes? Those aren't prom shoes. You need to leave. And she made us go. She made us walk down the line of people. Oh, it was horrible.
Oh
Back
my
then when that stuff
God.
matters, I'm like, oh, I can never show my face in a dance again.
Oh my god.
I want to go back in time and fight her.
Hey, I want to go
Yeah.
back in time and fight her. She
Say,
was old. I
wait,
would take her
no,
out.
do it all again. She wouldn't let you in the dance because you didn't have prom shoes?
I didn't have prom shoes.
I would have kicked her in the mouth.
I
You wouldn't have
And
been
there
able
was,
to
like,
because of your weak shoes.
Yeah, and because this is Elk Grove, California, just looking at events, there's a huge line of everyone I know going into the parking lot, and we're
And
just
they really sent you back
they sent
out?
us back. We're like, oh, fuck, no.
I would have flipped the table.
So
I
then-
would-
What shoes were you wearing?
What were you wearing?
Me and my
Sneakers?
date were wearing matching Skechers.
Come on!
So that was the end of that. And then senior year, I got drunk in the parking lot outside, and when they made me leave, I went to Cheesecake Factory.
That's a win.
That's
See, honestly, and I'm going to
Would you
say
have a
this.
Cheesecake
I'm going to say
Factory?
this right now. Cheesecake Factory
think-
is the best part of prom.
I think I had too much macaroni and cheese, since that's their menu. It's
want-
too
you
much
I
in
want
one
to say,
thing.
I always chicken myself.
If
I
you,
like too
if
much
you want a
chicken
really
myself.
good prom experience and you never had one, just get dressed up in formal wear, rent something really cheap, jump up and down for about 15 minutes, and then go to Cheesecake Factory
Let's just do
in
that.
an Uber.
I have to say
We
that the
did Red
most
Lobster.
memorable dance experiences that I ever had back in middle school and high school were when I was with my friends. There was never a time where I ever went
went
with a
clubbing,
date that it worked out or that it was just,
Yes.
yeah.
I do
my-
know.
my
I do know.
I do know. Hashtag same.
My favorite one were when I had no friends because I never had any friends. So what I would do at
getting dark.
dances. Oh no, you guys! I love my life. I don't think people understand.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with what I am and who I am.
Nice.
But I went as in 8th grade, a 14-year-old, and I because I had no friends, I had nothing to lose, right? Right. So when the
Are you asking for validation or are you
Double
telling a story
emphasize
here?
that.
well, Tailson, you were mentioning you were a chaperone at one of these things, and they had to go through with brooms because I danced I was a break dancer, And so I like went, yeah, I actually danced
Can we
like
clear
that.
this out? Let's
Prove
go.
it.
It's been a while,
Prove it.
but I went in the center of the floor without any care, and I tore it up to Usher's "Yeah." I danced like Lil
Dude,
Jon.
that's
I
what
did.
I did.
Oh my god.
I wish I had known you.
That's
Do you
amazing.
remember?
I do remember that. I remember that.
Oh my God, Kelly!
You know what
You
I'm
did
starting
it
to realize?
right.
I did on the other
You
side of
guys
the
are
country.
all 20 years younger than me. That's what I'm starting.
Rose,
Usher was playing.
well, no, I mean, like, I'm 41. I'm with you.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, that's. I'm in that ballpark.
Yeah,
Not 20.
Rose Water Rich. The allure of the Cheesecake Factory is it's basically the high end version of Denny's. If you're like one of those kids who goes to Denny's
Oh my
every
God.
week, this is the Denny's that you dress up for.
It's the Denny's you can get drunk
I
at.
think it's like Applebee's on steroids.
Yeah, no, I feel so bad for saying that. I love Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake, find it.
I just got this Valentine. I have to show this off. Thank you for this. It
Yeah.
says it's a heart with a little Black Widow from the Marvel's Black Widow and the sticker, and it says, "I'd give you your own movie, Valentine."
Yeah.
She'll never get one. It's
Now,
never gonna happen.
now you've ruined it.
Aw.
I made
That's a whole
one.
nother
I made
episode.
one for because I think sometimes, like we discussed, people put a little too much pressure on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And a lot of people who were early into a relationship put too much
Why are you
pressure
looking
on
at
it.
me?
You know why.
Why are we've been
So
together
so
for
this
years?
is this is for those people. So it
feel it.
says I love you, but maybe give it a rest.
Oh wow.
I'm into it.
That would that would weirdly go over well in my house.
Yeah.
I love you, but let's take a break already.
But like just pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes.
Cool your
Tap 'em.
jets.
Feather
Are we more pump your brakes or cool your jets kind of people?
I'm gonna pump the brakes.
I'm a cool your
I'm
brakes.
trying to bring cool
Cool your
your brakes.
Because the gas tank is on fire and the brakes are so hot.
What is
That's
your
true.
life? What is your life?
So I didn't get to dance to Usher because the 3 songs that played at my prom, and I only know this because I saw videos later, were Britney Spears' Toxic,
Oh, good song.
They Think My Tractor's Sexy,
Nice.
and
Yes.
Redneck Woman.
Are you from Alabama
Are you?
too?
Yeah. Wait.
Ours was the Humpty Dance. It was.
Yeah.
Here's your chance. Do the hump.
We had Weezer Only in Dreams as our senior theme prom, which was pretty cool. But then you realize about halfway through, that's an 8-minute fucking song.
Yeah.
And you're going to be dancing for a while.
Might as well have been Freebird.
I mean, yeah, you just like, after a while, you're
surprised it
kind of
wasn't.
like,
We're in
Find some
Alabama.
chill Valentine's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. That was a good one in there.
which one?
Someone in chat recommended find some chill.
What was
Find
your
some
prom?
chill.
What was your prom theme? Do you remember?
We honestly kind of booked out early and went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, so fun.
And like
Yes.
we were the kids who had better shit. We went and like we were like we went to do it, but we were like we can sneak into clubs already and have been doing it for years. So we're like, yeah, it was.
My God,
Yeah.
California is such a different world.
It is a
Margaret.
very different world.
Not east of the mountain range, it's not.
I was gonna say
East of the mountain range, we're like
we had one
deeper.
club in the entire like 100-mile radius of my town.
We had
Yeah,
we had one every
It was in
night.
my town. Yeah.
We had like one movie theater in Agora Hills.
We did. That was the place where everybody went on dates.
And you would
Sacramento.
run into each other.
And you'd run into each other, and everybody knew everybody's business.
What was your first date like, Erica?
Oh yeah.
First date.
Oh no.
Oh God, Erica just
Oh,
got
no.
PTSD.
I want to know
You
everything
okay?
so badly.
God, I don't.
Fizzy.
What was
What
my?
counts as a first date?
What counts as the first?
Like-
Counts
like-
the
like-
first time you put effort.
Yeah.
Like the first time that there's it's like not like dating like
So
like
I've
is
been-
dating,
I've never
dating,
been
but
on a
like
date
a
if it's
thing
the
where
first
like
time
you
you
go
put effort
out
in.
together.
Yeah, not like one of you hangs out, the other side.
I took a girl to Halloween to the Knott's Berry Farm haunt in like junior high school. It was
Not
so
Scary
awkward.
Farm.
Not Scary Farm, super awkward. I even remember her name and I will not say it right now, but I just remember.
Jennifer, you know who you are.
Oh no, Jen's another. Jen's actually listening right now. That's a different girl.
Jen's okay. She's
Hi,
fine.
Jen.
We did Universal Horror
Right.
Nights.
Yeah.
We did. I don't think Universal didn't quite exist yet. It was. I think Knott's. It was like
It was
one. Of
Knots or nothing.
well, it was like 80.
That's what I always
Yeah.
say.
It was like 1990.
Not
it was
Scary
like
Farm was one of the
1990.
first haunts.
Oh, wow.
First haunts in the
A
United
long
States.
time ago.
Yeah.
My first date was, I will say her name, Kelly Cook. We went to the mall
That's a great name.
and we had Orange Julius and a hot dog, and I held her hand.
That's a hell of a date. Right
I held her hand and
You
was
scoundrel.
sweating. I was so nervous from holding her hand.
Aww.
So nervous. She dumped me
How-
three weeks later.
Jeez, how old were you?
Took her that long?
Ooh.
14, 15,
Yeah.
It's like
something like that.
I'm trying to like think about what counts. And the one I think that my
Whatever
first
you want it to
date
count.
we went to see The Incredibles, Japanese food, and then we went back to his place and played with the snakes. And that
Easy.
is not
No.
and that is not a euphemism.
I'm made of questions
It
again.
was not a euphemism.
He had so many
Was The
snakes.
Incredibles incredible?
I was like, wow. I was like, this movie is amazing. Like, and it was just
You
like,
never said this movie's
It's a
incredible.
missed
no, I
opportunity.
didn't. I didn't. It felt like wrong to say that.
This movie is everybody's like,
There are some like good and like
It's all right.
I took a girl to see Space Jam.
Yes.
It should have gone better. Yeah, I know.
A
It's one
true
of those
love
things.
movie.
We're still friends, but
Did
it should have
you-
gone better.
It's a
Did you
great,
get
it's a
to-
great love movie.
Did you slam?
Yeah.
Sax kicking the door and running back out.
No, we're still
Yeah,
friends.
you're on
though.
her level now. She's.
Oh
Let me,
man.
let me give you a good Elk Grove first date.
Yes.
All right.
So, girl from prom, girl from junior prom. So
The one
we
that
leave-
got kicked out.
We have the worst night. We leave. We go to see Queen of the Damned at like 10 p.m.
Queen of the Damned, the vampire movie.
The vampire
With
movie.
Aaliyah.
And it's
With
just-
music.
Yeah, and it's
But
just
it
With
has a
music
great
by
song.
Jason Charles
Yeah.
Miller.
It-
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
So
also
it's-
has another one by Tricky that's amazing.
It's us two in the top row of the theater, and then like 6 gangbangers in the front row who keep looking back at us like, "What are you guys doing? Leave!" We're like, "We should probably leave."
Oh, we're good.
So we go back to my place and we start watching Fight Club, and she just falls asleep and then gets up and leaves. I'm
You
like,
know
well,
what?
that was
Though
a good
I'll tell you right
Fight
now,
Club's
if
a
somebody
weird
falls
date
asleep
movie.
on me on a first date, I'm
Not on me.
Oh,
Not
wait,
on
wait.
me. Away from me.
We were talking. We were talking about.
I think that's
I know.
very-
We were talking about deal breakers. This is actually interesting. It's like falling asleep during Fight Club would actually kind of be a deal
It's a
breaker.
bad one. So we're like the next day, we're like, let's do a real date. I'm gonna go out. We're gonna do stuff. So we went out, got burritos, which is like a new thing in Elk Grove. Like nobody gotten burritos before. And then we went back to And then we went
Are you
back
from
to
the past?
No one ever had a burrito before. You're Brendan Fraser in Blast from the Past, aren't you?
I love that.
And then she took me back to her house in Wilton, California, which is nothing. There's like
It's just
flocks
her
of
house.
crows, abandoned farmhouses,
her
and
house.
corn.
That's where murders happen.
Yeah. So we go there, and she's like, "Let's watch Fight Club again," because I didn't get to see it the first time because I
Right.
fell
Oh
asleep.
my god.
2 things are happening while we start watching Fight Club.
Go
One,
on.
her mom comes in
No.
and just sits next to us and is just watching Fight Club.
Has
but
she ever
say-
seen it?
She'd never seen it.
Oh,
Was
no.
saying nothing and only staring directly
What
at
a-
but like
What a
past,
power move!
but like past the TV into like an invisible middle distance. Like she's not there to really watch Fight Club.
Well,
Her older
She's
brother.
looking at the reflection in the screen.
Her
That's
older
what-
brother was shooting cams off the fence with a shotgun directly outside the
very
house.
soothing.
So I was just like, what a soothing combination of things happening here. Wow. And she kept like trying to hold my hand, and I was like,
No.
oh, it's so good.
Your brother has a firearm.
Your brother has a gun and is
We're
within
good.
shooting range. That was our
Oh, yeah.
second date.
I don't. Yeah.
Wow.
The
Was
third
there
date
a
was
third
even,
date?
the third
did
date
not
was
happen.
even worse.
You went on a third date.
Our third date was we're like,
Well, you
man,
really gave
Were
love
there
a chance.
only 2 people in your town?
I would also like to say that this is why I brought Jared
Yeah.
tonight.
I
There-
on the
there was
ride
such
over
a
here,
thing as
there were
diminishing
so
returns.
many stories.
I was like, you shouldn't tell that one.
Well,
You
Erica
should
knows a
tell
lot
that
of these
one.
stories.
I
and
do.
a lot of them
They
are not
kept going, and I
camera-worthy.
was like, you're not gonna tell that.
Yeah,
one.
I can't tell most of them. A lot of them are like people that the stream would know, and they're really weird. So
It's just, like we were,
It's
we,
bad. It's
we were
real
on the
bad.
freeway for like an hour, and they just
Well,
kept,
it
they
just
just
kept
kept
going. They
coming.
just kept rolling.
There was like an hour.
So for the third date with this girl in high school, we're like, let's do something that can't possibly go wrong.
Heroin.
We'll get ice cream at the local ice cream, like Zender's, the ice cream place, and then we'll walk in the park.
Please tell me.
Easy.
Please tell me that someone tried to rob the ice cream shop while you were there.
No, better.
that would be
Someone
the-
crashed their
Still
car
a
in the
cold case.
parking lot. Yes! We were in line.
No.
So we're in line to get Zender's shaved ice. A car bops over the barricade and slams into the side of another car. We're just like, well, let's not get ice cream today. Let's not do that.
And that.
Let's
that
go
was-
to the park. So we're in the park. We're like, see, peaceful in the park. Nobody in the park. My stepdad, who is the athletics director of my high school, rolls up in his Nissan Titan and starts screaming, "What are you doing with her? What are you doing? Get over here right now!" So I had to go like get talked to by my
got
stepdad
scorpions.
in
Get over
front
here.
of this girl while she's sitting at like awkwardly sitting by the swan boats, just like.
The universe tried to tell you that the day was going to be a car wreck.
You know,
From the start.
Actual
Funny
car
you
wreck.
should
I can
say that
assure you
about
both of you are
Jared
happier
and
for
his
this.
dating life.
Jared's dating life is a series of escalating car accidents on a
Phoenix
train that collides with another train filled with car accidents.
You are
train
apparently
pulling cars?
you have been dubbed the Will Wheaton of dating.
The
Yeah.
Will Wheaton of dating, yeah.
Cursed,
Oh
he's
no,
cursed.
there's so many things I can't say on
Man.
camera. They're just
Allison a bit.
really
Uh,
bad.
There is no, I'm like a Tigger.
I'm trying to think. I enjoy dating.
Well, you do it so much.
Well, that was.
I enjoy. I was always a. I mean, LA is weird. LA doesn't really count.
I like dating. When I lived in New York, dating was so much fun because you could just leave your house and like not know the person, and by the end of the day, you've spent like 12 hours fighting human beings just to get like a vegan smoothie somewhere. And you're like, we've been through war together. I love you. And you're like, you're married for like a year, and then you fight each other for vegan smoothies, and you end it. You know.
I didn't understand how dating worked and was very awkward with it and it was slowly driving me mad for a brief period, and then I finally I saw the Matrix and was like, oh, I get that I'm doing everything wrong and I need to just need a brief reorientation of my consciousness, and now I can make all of this work. And
Yeah.
actually-
Reorientation made
I
dating
can do
easier for me
that.
as well.
Yeah.
Damn!
That joke works on multiple levels.
Damn! Some of us reorient a little harder than others. Bless you.
It's a joke from a different
Bless
stream.
Oh man, yeah, I haven't ever had any real horror stories except for the time that I was meeting a significant other's parents for the first time, and we go over to we have dinner, and then we go back to their house, and they're like, let's watch a movie, and the movie that they decided
On
to
the
watch.
first time you met them, they wanted to watch a movie together?
Well, yeah, we're all like watching a movie and stuff, like we're relaxing after dinner and stuff, and they're like, let's all watch a movie, and the movie that they picked was Gran Torino.
Oh my god!
No.
Wait.
Nope.
The guy.
Nope.
Please tell me
Get
the
off
guy
my
was-
lawn.
The guy was white. and
Yes!
the girl was white.
This is amazing!
In case those of you who don't know that movie, it is a movie where Clint Eastwood is an
Super racist.
super racist, anti-Asian older man
Who picked the movie?
it was just kind of on, and they're like, let's leave it on this one.
Were you like,
Fate picked it. Fate picked that movie. Fate picked it.
I had a wonderful possible future with a girl ruined by the movie Lost Highway. That was one of my.
That'll do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
I've had friendships ruined by Lost
You can't
Highway.
make out after Lost Highway. There
You
is no
can't do
making
much
out
of
after.
anything. You just sort of need to sit there and just be like, you okay?
Yeah.
You good?
We didn't know each other well enough to it was just like, so we can never make eye contact again. That's over.
I got into a fight because I refused to watch the movie Titanic.
Good
And
for you.
I just won't watch it.
Why?
And I don't know. Like at first, I was just being a jerk to my girlfriend at the time. I was like, I don't want to watch that movie. She's like, we go watch it. It's my 7th time. I want to go watch it again. I'm not gonna go watch it. And then everybody after that has unfortunately dealt with my immaturity. So I refused to watch it, and I actually broke up with a girl because she was like, "You have to." It became a thing. It went
it's
from
a
being
thing.
a joke to being a real thing, like pretty quick. Like you're like, and then suddenly it's just like you can't get along anymore. I also broke up with a girl when she moved to Brooklyn because that's just too far.
No, there's such a thing as distance breakup. It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
In LA.
Right.
It's the
405.
No, it's like, but like
Oh,
that's
if you
the
gotta
thing.
get on the 101, we're not together.
Oh,
Or the 405, even worse.
Oh.
That's the line of demarcation.
It's,
Sure.
it's true. It's
If you gotta
It
go
is
past
absolutely
the
true.
Getty Center, not happening.
Although
it might as well
again,
be a long distance
the one
relationship.
time I cross the 405, I find a girlfriend. So like,
Yeah, that's right. Santa Monica. If you come to Santa Monica, you'll find a girlfriend.
That actually is the
this
city
works
motto.
for me 100%.
Is it really?
Right.
You'll find a girlfriend here. I have not found that to be true. I had to go back on the other side of the 405 to find a girlfriend.
I'll have you all know.
Daryl's alone.
So,
Ladies.
Later.
My favorite.
And gentlemen.
My favorite is when.
Etc.
Etc.
When we were doing our show, Jake's girlfriend comes to the show sometimes, and somebody was like, "Oh, is that your girlfriend?" Asked me. I was like, "No, Jake's the one with the girlfriend."
Oh, it was Becca, and she said, "Well, that
Oh,
makes
yeah, yeah.
sense because you seem more like boyfriend material."
yeah, she's like Jake's
Solid.
boyfriend.
Which was the greatest thing that's ever been said to me because it was
Becca.
an insult to you as much as it was.
Becca was
A
like, "Well,
compliment.
Jake's boyfriend material," and I was just like, "So cool, thanks."
Yeah.
Man, it could, that well could
Okay,
dig
give me.
deep.
Okay, give us your elevator pitch.
Of me?
Yeah.
I think you already
Like, tell
did.
me.
You may know him.
One tweet. You have one tweet.
Okay,
for
no,
that
actually,
about
no.
yourself.
This is good. I'm into
Okay.
this.
My elevator pitch is, I'm good. Which camera? I'm good with children. I teach martial arts to children for over 20 years.
Okay, that's good.
I was a clown on the circus.
That's
Swipe
not
left immediately. You're gone.
I have tolerable mental illness, and
Mentally?
I take my medication daily and really
No.
nice cheekbones.
Yeah. You do
Well,
have nice-
you really buried the horrible shit like outside.
If you call attention
bookmarked
to
it with the.
it's, you've ruined
I see what you did.
The
The
med-
horrible shit's not horrible because I am treating it.
Medicated.
There's no
Medicated.
medication for circus clown.
There's
Yeah,
really
there is
not.
no-
no.
God
I say,
I literally
I
read-
say this as someone who has a clown fetish. There's
Yeah.
no,
I
there's no
literally-
medication. Even
This is
I.
I
the
ran
one
away from the
thing.
circus and went to college, so I did it right.
The one thing that we disagree on,
You don't
sir.
like
I know.
I have mild coulrophobia. That being said, though, I have a definite thing about Commedia dell'arte and the Joker.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
And like,
Figure that
and like,
out.
and like,
Well,
I've been surrounded
Erica,
by-
not to be like, hey, but I went to Del Arte school.
Really?
you actually really?
See, that's
I
actually
got
pretty high.
accepted to Del Arte in Blue Lake, California. And then I was like, no, I'm good. Because I was already in the circus. Like, I mean,
You're already, you were
You
already.
already made it.
I was like, where am I going to go from here but down?
Wow.
Yeah, no, Commedia does not count as clown. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
No,
fair.
it does not.
It does not.
I did win a couple of mime competitions, so I'll just see myself
Those
out.
are like silent clowns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the award invisible?
No. It was glass, though, which I thought was pretty cool.
That actually.
I just
Oh
wasn't.
man.
So perfect.
I'm part of me is like wants to say Tom Servo, that's not nice, and the other part of me is like Tom Servo, that's really funny.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, I'm into that. My kink is kink shaming. That's pretty funny.
pretty
I'm like
into that.
fascinated by this conversation because I've like never actually dated anybody.
Yeah.
At all?
Yeah,
No,
that's
like,
No.
So I'm turning 28 this year, and I like tried it. Like I really did. You know, like I think maybe for most of my life, you know, I am a modern day woman, and I think it's led to a lot of people being like. When I meet somebody, I'm like, okay, so like back where I'm from, I was like, all right, so you're gonna move to California. I'm gonna become a television writer. Like, okay, so you're on board with this, right? Like, you totally understand that like my career comes before absolutely anything else, and most of the time, like,
No.
it didn't work. It doesn't work. The dialogue, especially when you're like 16 years old and this kid shows up with flowers at your door. Like,
Wait, that was your opening speech?
No.
At 16?
Thanks for the flowers. All right, I'm gonna be a TV writer. I'm moving to LA.
moving with me
You
to
don't matter.
California.
What do you think?
Do you want to
You
go?
want to go or not? Because I'm going to ignore you here or I'm going to ignore you there.
You come second at best in everything. How do you feel?
it was.
You want to make out?
It's like,
Wanna make out right
I don't.
Hands-
I have
I do.
my own
Hands stuff
insecurities.
only.
I really do. But for the most part, I don't feel that insecure about who I am, and I never have.
No, you should be.
There,
Yeah.
dating is optional. I know that there's a lot in the culture that says it isn't, but it is.
But it's yeah.
And I've spent plenty of time in my life being perfectly happy not dating.
I have 2
Yeah.
dogs and a
and
cat. I'm
and
good.
there's like most of the benefits to dating you can kind of get these days in other way. Like there's.
Can you like just shake hands with somebody and be like, "Hey, let's like spend our lives together," but like not date? Like, can you just like like it's like an arranged
Like, can you
marriage?
just get married
Yeah.
right
Like an
away?
arranged marriage.
Like
yeah.
a Boston Dynamics robot
Yeah.
that shakes your hand. and
Well, I
hands
mean, like also you can just like.
I would marry a Boston
If you
Dynamics.
have a relatively
backflips,
active
no,
social
no.
life and like I've also always lived with roommates. I've only lived alone once in my life and I hated it.
Oh. I cannot live with people.
And you know, I mean, like not everybody. I've had people I've lived with where I'm like, okay, I'm going to murder you. But like I've gotten really good at like sharing my space with people, and like that's like that, and like you know having lots of people around anywhere from like we had houses. I know you have this too, where it's like I think I had let's see 1, we had a house that had 9 people living in it at one
Oh my
point.
goodness gracious! I don't even know 9 people.
It was it was like literally the Muppet House. It was really ridiculous.
No, that's
It
fun,
was
though.
There's
great.
not even 9 people here. I know you were
No.
counting. I saw you counting.
I
It.
was counting. Yeah, I was counting up the bedrooms and trying to remember how many people were in each. Because there were a lot of couples that shared a bedroom, and then there was like the one.
So
person
like,
slept
do you
with-
guys like hang out though? Like, do you
Yeah.
talk to each other?
Oh yeah, we would like that particular house. We had a party every weekend. Like it was because it was
The
like with
disdain for
people.
you talk to each
just
other.
sometimes.
Woof. Like,
Look,
how-
And all the positive and negatives that came with that.
yeah, I just
Daryl
couldn't
is one
imagine.
of my best friends, and whenever I have a party or I'm going to do something with other people, even when it's people he knows, I never tell him about it
No.
because he doesn't want to go.
I don't.
He doesn't
you
want to
tell
go.
me I'm gonna come.
Yeah,
just
and
be
so
like,
I don't ever
can't.
want to put the pressure on him to go.
We were very
'Cause
good
he will hate
at creating parties where there was we were powerfully understood the notion that you want to be able to escape, that no one wants to be there all the time, and like there needs to be places where everything is quiet
Yeah.
and everything is still.
Yeah.
And like if you need to like walk away
It's like
and
a
be,
sound bath.
yeah, you
Yeah.
don't. No one like so. It's why I like the best nightclubs.
You're telling sad romantic stories, so I'll bring you guys some ice cream.
What flavors we got?
Ice
What
cream
flavors
for you.
are
Hey, we were talking about it.
Oh my god, look, there's like hearts, candy hearts in the ice now.
Waffle bowls and that and whatever. So there you go.
Oh my God.
Hide that label for me.
Who wants what?
Here.
Thank you,
A
sir.
chocolate
They're being
shell.
used
Oh
as
my
a
god.
So if anybody wants, by the way, we I cannot say what kind of ice cream we were eating, but our friend Mike Diva made a little
cream
What does it rhyme
commercial
with?
for it. So
Can we say
go-
what rhymes with?
Ice cream.
Ass cream, that's it.
Yeah,
Rhymes with way
Oh,
low.
I know
low
this
top.
kind and I like it. It's
Yeah.
it's heavenly.
it
Wait,
is.
what is the?
Heavenly.
It is very it is
So-
heavenly.
So many
You
Mike
can
Divas
chocolate-
find the
chocolate
Mike
chip
Diva.
cookie dough.
There you
You can find the
go.
Mike Diva
The
commercial
birthday
online.
cake's the best one.
I Greeked it out for you
birthday
with.
cake and
with
the
the Avengers.
peanut butter cup.
Do we
Okay.
want to?
Does that work for you?
There's so many logos.
Well, I mean, I got the big one.
Here's
This
birthday
one's cookies
cake.
and
That
cream.
was so
And
good.
And that
All right,
one's
here.
rainbow swirl.
Hey, wait. Does anybody have
feel like
anything
that-
that doesn't have a cure?
I know that at this point the
Well,
brand
mental
is
illness.
excessively strong in
Besides
consuming me,
mental
but that sounds
Nothing that can be transferred by ice
Transmittable.
cream.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my god, that is
Brand.
really
He's
good.
not. He's fine.
He's extremely recognizable.
Good
You
lord.
can't go outside without people.
What are you?
Bother
Some
People
All
knowing
the
who that
time.
elf
Where's the
is.
spoon?
That
You got the
cookie
spoon
elf.
in your mouth.
People know
Yeah.
him.
Well, what am I supposed to eat with?
Oh, here. There's more spoons.
Yeah.
Who else wants?
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Who
I'm
wants
going.
what?
Wait, 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 wait.
That vanilla?
You got
That,
nothing.
that one is chocolate chip cookie dough.
I'm not gonna be able to taste hardly
With
any
this
of it.
kind, you gotta let it melt a little bit.
Oh my god. The
Yeah.
rainbow's really good.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm good.
How about that?
It's beautiful.
This is like Fruit Loopy.
Let me taste the rainbow.
Thank you.
You heard me.
Yes, I
Taste the
did.
rainbow.
Heyo.
I can't taste any of this. What is that one?
This is rainbow.
That is
Is it,
delicious.
is it sour?
No, it's actually not.
It tastes
Sour
like
is
Fruit Loop.
It's a little bit.
Tastes like Fruit Loops.
Yeah, it's
It
not
tastes like
that
Fruit
tart.
Loop.
Not that tart.
God, come on, stop it.
Ow.
Don't get
Get the
grabby.
green orange section.
Don't get slappy.
What, I'll go for the green?
Green orange.
Green orange?
Yeah,
What's
green
that
yellow.
red thing?
I don't know. I hadn't
I
gotten
think
there
it
yet.
probably wants to be raspberry, but it's quite sweet for raspberry.
Orange pear
Yeah,
There we
it's
are.
very, very sweet.
What is everybody's dream date then? So if everybody's already told me their horrible first dates.
Okay,
in terms of
okay.
dream date.
So did anybody play Dream Daddy? You played Dream Daddy.
watched people
Like,
play it.
okay.
co-wrote Dream Daddy.
So, oh my god. Okay, so
You played that game,
Damien Gothdad is like the
I watched
he's
Amy
the
Dallin play it on the
dreamiest.
internet.
And like, so I don't know. I guess I don't want to spoil things, but he takes you on like a moonlit like picnic in the graveyard, and it's just like
I've done that.
right.
It's so good.
So like,
Sounds really good.
God, Dad.
That's a good date.
It's a very
Picnic,
good
picnic in
date.
the graveyard is a great day.
Yeah, well, because back in the Victorian era, they didn't really have many public parks, and so people would have picnics
Oh, yeah.
in graveyards. So he tells you that, and because he's obsessed with the Victorian
What a
culture.
waste of land.
I've taken you on like platonic versions of many like
Yeah.
my greatest date hits.
Yeah, all over the best of LA.
Tiny
pretty
Train to
much.
Ghost Town.
Hey, this
Tiny
one's
Train
good.
to Ghost Town.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. Oh, Tiny Train to Ghost Town.
I was always very proud of that date. That's a
right,
good
and
date.
then Graveyard.
We did the graveyard. I took you to Hidden Treasures.
Right.
Yeah, we did that. I didn't-
And the Lake.
Oh, we did Lake Shrine.
Lake
Oh,
Shrine.
hell yeah.
Was that your best date?
No, these are just like
I-
places that we've hung out.
I do a
But,
thing. I do a thing called TARDISing. when I used to have a little blue car, I used to TARDISing was basically my version of I have this little blue car, so I would grab various people and take them on these weird adventures all over Los Angeles without weird sexual agenda. So it was like attempting to impress TARDISing. It's Doctor Who. Like
awesome.
nothing exciting is going to happen. Other than you're going to see a bunch of shit, and you might meet somebody that you're probably going to snog later, but it ain't me. But it was remind me to get into that one. Bad things. Yeah, so I collect all these weird, interesting things around LA, and
Yeah.
I've taken Erica on like a good half of them at this point.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I've taken you on any of my greatest hits.
No, we were talked about doing a few of them, and then
Yeah.
we haven't had time. 'cause
Yeah.
I work there.
I
have
feel
a
like
lot
my
of
dream
places.
date would be somebody actually taking me in the past. Like, is that too much
Wait,
to
what?
ask?
Taking you in the
Go back
what?
in time?
No,
Yeah,
no,
like,
have high standards. Go
like
for it.
I would really.
Pass.
All right.
You want to be taken to Ren Fair?
Yeah, like yeah, like I think
God,
that
yes.
I think that I mean Ren Fair would be cool, but like I think I actually would want like a high stakes death, like
What,
like
what?
yeah, like
Yeah,
like somebody
dude,
yeah.
whenever I
Yeah.
see when I first saw Pirates of the Caribbean, and there's that one scene where Elizabeth and Will are like fighting the undead pirates and
Yeah.
stuff together in tandem, I was like, that is relationship goals.
I know. There's
Right?
something so magical about this idea of like going on a date in a hyper realized high intensity situation. So it's like
Just
a
go to an
metaphorical
escape room.
Oh, I don't like that though.
Jesus.
I don't like the idea that you can't escape
Well,
things. Welcome to me and my
take
dating
like
life.
take a couple of like accidentally eat an entire brownie from a certain kind of
Accidentally.
store and then go to the escape room. You'll panic. It'll be fun.
I feel like I like Ren Fair more.
Now I'm thinking about this. This is interesting. Like,
I
this
mean,
is
I always
So
said
that would
like,
be like your ultimate dream date is someone take you in the
my
past.
actual let me get really specific. It would be
Are you-
Heath Ledger in A
Oh.
Knight's Tale. Like if you could take me to like the Dark Knight and the Heath Ledger night moments, and I'm the princess,
Wait.
and I have the crazy hair.
Knight's
Knight.
Tale or
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. You've
Knight's
He was,
Tale.
he was
Dark Knight's
vastly
The Dark
different.
Knight's Tale returns.
This is a tale of two nights, and I just can't keep up with it.
So many directors working on this
Crossing the
project.
Dark Knight's Tale.
Oh.
Somebody wrote that crossover.
Why
oh,
so?
I'm
why,
sure
why,
that's a shirt somewhere on like TV
why so
or something.
serious?
I mean, a dream date doesn't
You've
have
been
to be
weighed.
real, right?
You've been found wanting. Why so serious?
Would you like to know how I got this armor?
Would you like to know how I got this on?
I have been high enough to enjoy that movie. Oh.
Oh my god.
Boy, that soundtrack would be real hodgepodge, though, wouldn't it? It'd be like it'd be
like
like
Hans Zimmer does
Hans
Queen.
Zimmer does Queen and David Bowie's in there.
Yeah.
Want.
Yeah, like I'm kind of
That
into
sounds
it.
great. That
But it's
sounds
like
great.
boom.
Don't stop me now.
Don't stop me.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Yes.
I think we just made the perfect movie.
Well, there it is, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hollywood. Go get to
Dark
it.
Knight's Tale. I
Yeah,
like
thank you,
that.
Hollywood. I know that you're watching.
We all wake up tomorrow. Deadline has it. We're like, damn it. We should
You
have
know
really said
what
2
I
p.m.
what I've always wanted to do is
Tell me,
go
Erica.
with somebody like that, and just like go to the airport and see
Oh,
what
yeah.
flight is leaving the
Good.
next. There's one of the
Oh, they
cheaper
did that in,
cheaper
was that
flights.
Yes Man? They did that in the movie Yes Man with Jim
What's
Carrey.
that?
I'm
And,
gonna say.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did. They did.
Yeah.
They did.
and they
Oh,
went to
I've
like
never seen
Nebraska, and they went to a Nebraska
I saw it
football
on the
game.
plane. But that, yeah, like something like that. So like, just show up at the airport, like pack a bag for like a couple of days, and then just buy the next ticket out of there and see what happens.
I like that.
Yeah.
Then you end up at Burning Man.
I mean, at Burning Man, like you have to plan for Burning Man. Though there's no spontaneity.
There's
It's
no
not simple.
planning
You're not
for
just
Burning
one
Man.
does not simply
There's
just walk
hope
into
in that
Burning
you got
Man.
an idea of what Burning Man's gonna be,
Possible.
and then you get there and you're like, I didn't plan for this.
No one packed for this. No one packed for this.
I didn't bring enough stuff.
I brought a cocktail dress. This is not.
This is the wrong
Yes.
place.
Yes, I did.
That's an
I would-
angel wings.
No, then you are prepared.
You're
absolutely
You're
fine.
right.
How much water do I need? Oh, it's silica dust. This is horrible.
Burns! Or wait, no, I'm on fire. That's fine.
There's a.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, like, I have a litmus test date. Do you have a litmus test date of, like, it's starting to get a little serious and now I need to check to make sure that this is a good idea?
Tell me more. Tell us.
Disneyland,
Okay.
Oh.
'Cause it's a trial by fire.
But
the Enchanted Tiki Room.
Oh boy,
What
what a
happened?
nightmare.
See, this is why we could never date. It's because we go into the tiki room and I watch their reaction, and if it's this, then I'm like, yeah, this is.
But
is
if
not.
they sing along,
If they're singing along and if they're listening to what the birds have to say, and if they're like, oh God, the flowers are singing, what madness is this? I'm like, done.
We're married.
yeah, man.
The first time I went to the tiki room, I was on what some might call a powerful chemical hallucinogen.
We actually our term just is evil Grandma Betty.
Evil Grandma
So
Betty.
You were there with evil Grandma
I was
Betty.
there with Evil Grandma Betty,
Mouth jaw.
and I was watching. I was like okay for half of it, and then the wall.
The
opened
walls.
up and
Once the
started
walls.
singing.
Hey,
and I believe my exact reaction was, and they made me leave. They kicked me out of the park.
See, if that had happened with us, I would have been like, okay, we're gonna keep shagging for a while. But I'm in for a while, not the long haul.
You know,
Actually, this came up on your guys'
Oh, the
show.
magic logic
but it's
knots,
like
yes.
it's usually by accident. It will come up where I ask on the first date, do you wonder what human flesh tastes like?
And if they say no,
Then it's like,
because I've tasted it.
right there you go. That's right. That's right.
There you
That's
go.
something you
Have you
have.
really?
You know, but that's the thing. You
I'm not telling on stream.
Yeah. If they
You better not come on the show next week because that's
Thank
literally
you for that.
That's one of our questions.
If they say the hunger's inside me, then you're good.
You got to give it a minute to harden.
Oh, don't
Oh,
worry.
you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
If I had a nickel for every time I did that,
You want to die?
I would have 14
I know. And
cents.
if they say like,
That math doesn't work out.
Don't worry about it.
there's a couple of like
Where'd the ice
different
cream go?
responses. Like, I mean, I feel like I would have already known at this point if their response was like, "Ew, no, that's gross." It's like you'd already know at that point that it wasn't like
This
that
ain't
is
happening.
Not
Right.
gonna happen. But like, yeah, it's
This dog is
you
getting
know,
so much
I guess
ice
about the
cream
spirit of
involved.
adventure.
Well, and when you're dating, you want somebody who's not like. There's a big
Yeah.
thing about dating where like people
That's
are
what
really
you
into
gotta
like.
do right there.
I gotta date somebody who's like exactly into all the same shit that I'm into.
Okay, so
that is so
Hector-
dull.
So
Yeah.
Hector said it best. He said, "The
Who's
person
Hector?
Hector Navarro of this channel,
Okay.
Of Shields of Tomorrow and
I'm
Dick
not
and
jealous.
Johnson."
It's fine.
Shield of Tomorrow,
He said,
Sometimes so.
the person I'm with doesn't have to
Bye,
like
Joe.
what I like. They just have to love that I like what I
Yeah.
like. And
Yeah.
I found that, you know, when I was younger, I was like, oh, they gotta like Lord of the Rings or whatever. And
Yeah.
and then I realized that none of that really mattered. And that
No.
they just have to love that I'm passionate about what I am.
It's
passionate
actually
about.
really
Yeah.
dull.
And they have to be passionate about something.
It's really
Yeah.
dull if they've seen all the same shit that you've seen, and
Yeah.
if they're already into all the same. Like you got,
How
you
do I
have.
learn from you?
Yeah, you have to have some, but like,
your cool
I need to know their like. I want them to be able to like take me on a magical voyage of discovery on occasion.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's how I know that my girlfriend, we're probably going to be together forever because
You're
she's been
gesturing to me.
because she's been through. Because you know who I'm
Like you
talking
said
about,
that down.
and
You
you're gonna
really
know, you're gonna
were.
know why. But we're probably going to be together forever because she's been through 2 football seasons with me now, and I get very intense when I'm watching my team play.
You have
and
a team?
She's still around.
We're
So-
diehard Alabama fans.
Yeah, it's where I went to
football.
college.
Oh,
Yeah, and
Right. And see, like, I do not watch sports, and I probably would never watch sports, but like, I love that. I love that somebody's like passionate about something.
yeah.
I love that sentence. I love that someone can be passionate about sports. What are they?
how do they work?
It's like,
Prick James.
Prick James, roll tide roll. There you go.
Sports ball. Yeah, no, and but like, if you can be an enthusiastic fan of sports and like cool about it, that's fun. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoy watching Travis get dumb
Right. I
about his sports and just like.
It's for murder ball.
Dude,
Yeah.
fantasy football and D&D is like.
Have you seen?
Yes.
Have you seen Matt? Oh yeah. Matt Mercer did a little
Oh my God,
joke.
the short.
Yeah, there's a little short YouTube video of Matt Mercer showing up to, way before Matt Mercer was Matt Mercer to a fantasy football game dressed as a wizard with the DM's guide. He had merged the Madden playbook with
I
the
love
DM's
it.
guide
That's
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
and like it's amazing.
Check
I mean,
it out,
it's true,
internet.
With
It's
with
wonderful.
special guest stars Marisha Ray and Chloe Dykstra.
oh my God.
Yeah, I know those.
So good.
So, camping is my litmus test.
Ooh,
Oh,
camping.
wait,
That's a
Camping
big
or
deal.
Like
That's big.
just like glamping camping or camping.
I imagine camping.
Camping?
Shitting in the woods.
Yeah.
Ideal.
Yeah.
Well,
Ideally.
I don't know about ideally, but I have some horror stories from camping with my father.
But
That sounded worse than it was intended to be. He's a wonderful man. Please continue your story.
Maybe don't talk for the next 10
you
minutes.
do want to wait for a while before you are out in the woods with this person.
You learn a lot that
Yeah.
way.
But
Because one of you
really-
might not come back otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like travel, camping is sort of a more
Yeah.
extreme version of that. It lets you see how you problem solve together in a slightly like less supported environment in situations you're not used to. Because one of the important things about relationships is like if everything is not going perfectly smooth, how do you guys work together? How do you communicate to solve the problem? Like, can you keep things low temperature as you're figuring it out? Or is that not a priority for you? You guys can just totally yell at each other.
Oh,
and,
God, a
like,
scorpion.
feel great about it. Right. Just, how do you solve problems together?
Yeah.
And camping is really good for that.
Wow. Yeah.
Is so I can sit down and I'll take care of it. Please don't bother me anymore. Is that why I'm single?
That's probably
No,
not
because you
how.
could probably find somebody who was like, yes, like I will,
Thank
I
God.
will, like, yeah, I will
Cool.
also do that.
Do you
It's about
guys
thinking
know their
about-
number? or
Yeah,
anything?
compatibility. That's fair. That's why we're not dating, but you know, that's okay.
Neither's not broken.
I mean, not
They're
in
all
like
pretty
honestly.
shattered,
Let's be
like
fair.
my heart.
You know, my life is very full right now.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for
Ain't
that.
nobody got time for that.
Oh, that's
I like camping. I always would. I like to drop a trip to Vegas in there. It's like camping with a toilet.
any sort of traveling is.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was.
We've been to Vegas.
Megan Lightfoot.
On a-
Wow,
on a-
that's
what
magical.
could be called, I
Vegas
think,
is
a
so
bad
crazy,
date.
it's
A
almost a third
crucible.
world country.
A crucible. Yeah.
Wait, what?
You just reminded me of something when you said
Oh
going
my
on a trip to
God. So
Vegas
Alex,
and testing your relationship with
Yeah,
the person.
a group of a newly minted relation. I went to Vegas with a bunch of friends in a newly minted relationship.
No,
and
it
we
wasn't.
came out-
It wasn't a bunch of friends. It was 2 couples and me.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
It was.
No,
Oh, you were
Natalie was there
fifth-wheeling?
too.
Oh no, we have a
No,
divergent
but we were
timeline.
anyway, it doesn't
Natalie
matter.
was also there. She was
It's
not.
Bernstein. No, it's Bernstein.
Ah!
Natalie
All
was
right,
there.
all right,
Natalie
all right,
wasn't
all right, I'll
there.
give you that. But it was
Yeah,
mostly
we
like I was
started on
mostly hanging out.
Sinbad was totally in that movie.
Where's the chocolate sauce?
Jake.
I don't know.
Jake.
God damn it!
I'm sorry. I shouldn't
Whenever you
interrupt.
can't
No,
find
it's true.
food.
It's true. But that was a
Stop with the
crucible,
racism
and coming out the
again.
other side of
Oh,
it
shit.
it was a valuable learning experience. And
I
I'm
think-
glad that we are best friends.
Say.
Me too. I only mentioned it because I was like the
Alex
third
was
wheel
right.
person.
Oh my God, though! I totally I pulled the. You'd been just watching a lot of How I Met Your Mother, so I did the thing where I went up to a guy at a club and I was like, "Have you met Ted?" to my friend, and I just shoved it at him, and he's like,
And-
"Hello."
It worked.
It worked.
He was like, "Oh, I love that show."
People,
That's the end.
man.
people don't understand how easy it can be to meet people because as long as you don't get in your own way. Getting in your own way though is the hardest thing not to.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
genuinely the hardest thing not to do.
I mean, but seriously, we need to have a whole episode about how to interact with humans.
Oh man, I would.
Ooh.
In
I volunteer
An
as
internet
tribute.
show about
Because
how
I'm going to tell you right
Can I help
now,
me, please?
Oh no, I mean like
Can't do
yeah.
it.
Daryl doesn't know.
one of my best friends used to do this all the time to me because I'd be like, oh man, that girl was really pretty that just walked by. And he'd be like, which one? And I'd be like, oh, her. She's, I've seen her at the library. I just can't do it.
You don't go to the library.
In college.
You didn't go to the
Stop
library.
it. Let me finish my story. At the bar. And then he'd be like, Sharon! Sharon! And she'd be like, what? Me? She'd be like, my name's not Sharon. He's like, oh, what is it? It's Rebecca. Rebecca. This is Daryl. Have you met Daryl? And I'd just be like, no.
I am that friend usually.
Oh, yeah.
I'm that
You're
friend.
You're the Sharon yeller?
Yeah, I'm the
Yes.
Sharon
Yep.
Yeller.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
It
Man,
works though.
it does. Yeah.
Have pickup lines ever worked on you? Or anybody?
Technically speaking,
I know.
I've definitely picked up people.
The best
and
kind.
I've tried.
Like not
don't know if
physically.
anybody's
Like
actually-
you have to pick,
Oh, we're talking
pickup
about
lines.
that.
Pickup
Okay.
lines work in the right environment,
Sure.
and they have to be keyed to the person you're giving them to, and keyed to the person that you're presenting as. I did use the Zephyr Beeble Rocks one once, and it worked out brilliantly.
Nice.
There was a girl, and she was talking to a guy, and I could see that she was really not into it. And I
Oh,
figured
you
I would
would-
give her and the easy out, which was, hey doll, is this guy bothering you? Why don't you come with me? I'm from another planet. And she was like, And like we were like, she was like, "Thank you." I'm like, yep, cheers.
Yep.
That is
That's
a good one.
awesome. That is so
Wow.
good.
And Sam
Yeah.
Rockwell like destroyed it.
I
when he
know.
said it. It was so
I
good.
know it was so good.
Is
That
that-
music video. Oh,
Is that them from the new one though?
well, there's
It's
only
in-
that's from the new one.
It's in
Because like we watched the BBC one like back in the day. Yeah.
the BBC show.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Yes.
listened
Oh, it's
to the audiobook of Hitchhiker's Guide?
Yeah, because
That's like, have you seen that movie? Is it Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson?
Yep.
That's just what they want you to think it's called.
Yeah. I cannot go into a used bookstore without buying at least 1 or 2 copies of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh yeah,
So yeah.
Principe Discordia, the same thing. I look for at
Ah,
every
it's
bookstore.
You
I
also
go to.
balance an empty beer bottle on your doorknob to see if anybody tries to come in.
Dude, you don't have to give all my laundry, okay?
But no, pickup lines only really work for people who are into pickup lines, and for only people who like actually like delivering them. It's not a good way if you like don't enjoy
yeah.
approaching people. It's only going to be it's just a disaster, and it's kind of the worst way
But
to meet people.
speaking of pickup lines, I did ask people to bring poetry either that they had written or some of their favorite love poetry. And like poetry as pickup lines has worked on me like every time. So that,
Oh, it has. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'll get started.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Like, or at least I will be intrigued because like if you can draw poetry, then like you can hang.
Who has done that? You don't have to answer that.
Yeah,
Obviously,
you
but,
don't.
like,
I don't have to answer
you
that
don't have to
online.
answer that.
I definitely know a girl who like used to take me to like poetry readings, and it was like the best thing.
Yeah.
It's the best thing. She
Yeah.
helped trigger like
So-
a lifelong love of poetry.
So like I don't know who
nice.
who has something that they would like to share.
I can start. My stuff is all not about. It's all about how love isn't my
I know.
friend. Should we start with the dark stuff?
Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, you
Of
guys.
course
It's
it's
not
not-
that. It's not that dark.
As we referenced earlier, Kelly
Yeah,
is
that's
a
what it's
writer, a
terrible
very
pickup line.
good writer. So she's written us some
Well,
stuff.
just this one's a very quick one, you guys,
Yeah.
and it rhymes, and I'll deliver it in the
Oh.
best way I can. Yes, Mary had a little lamb. Mary grew up and became grand. That lamb, it grew. Now Mary's old. That sheep is stew. She
Hey.
fell in love with something new. You can't grow up, then love's not true, and that is why the whole town knew how her contrary garden grew. It's
Oh, wait,
about-
should we,
it's about how you-
wait.
It's about how you love things and then eventually you make stew out of them.
Have you ever wondered what human flesh tastes like?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you.
You can?
That was the happiest poem I could find.
That was
Wow.
the happiest
That's
one.
the
I
happiest.
have 342 like
Do you need,
pages
like,
of
a
poetry,
hug?
and no,
Okay.
no, yeah.
She just
Yeah.
apparently needs another notebook at
Okay.
Thank you.
That was a really.
I actually, it's a beautiful thing, you guys. Being a writer is really a wonderful.
I stopped writing poetry in college because I read it. And then
Yeah.
I was like, guys, I can't keep doing this. I mean, I'm talking to myself.
Sure.
I'm all the guys. I was like, I just can't keep
There's
doing
those
this.
mental problems. Who wants to fill in that blank card?
Who wants to fill in the blank now? I just couldn't keep doing it. Like I realized that like if I kept going down that, like it was just playing into the sort of like sort of syrupy, morose sort of personality that I felt like I was like on the cusp of becoming, and I just felt like I was a little bit meant to be more laid back than that. And so I moved away from poetry and went to prose. From poetry to prose.
that poetry?
This is poetry though, but I didn't write it.
Oh, you didn't write it?
I didn't write it. Me?
Are you going to read it?
I was going to read it.
See, you built it up, so
like a
we're
nice,
all
happy one.
waiting.
Do I stand up? Or is it-
Just where you are is fine.
I'm not going to tell you who it's by. I want to see if chat knows it. The poem is called Marginalia. Sometimes the notes are ferocious, skirmishes against the author, raging along the borders of every page in tiny black script. If I could just get my hands on you, Kierkegaard, or Connor Cruz O'Brien, they seem to say, I would bolt the door and beat some logic into your head. Other comments are more offhand, dismissive. Nonsense, please. Ha! That kind of thing. I remember once looking up from my reading, my thumb as a bookmark, trying to imagine what the person must look like who wrote, "Don't be a ninny," alongside the paragraph, "In the life of Emily Dickinson." Students are more modest, needing to leave only their splayed footprints along the shore of the page. One scrawls metaphor next to a stanza of Eliot's. Another notes the presence of irony 50 times outside the paragraphs of a modest proposal. Or they are fans who cheer them from empty bleachers. Hands cupped around their mouths, absolutely, they shout. To Duns Scotus and James Baldwin, yes, bullseye, my man. Check marks, asterisks, and exclamation points rain down along the sidelines. And if you have managed to graduate from college without ever having written man versus nature in a margin, perhaps now is the time to take one step forward. We have all seized the white perimeter as our own and reached for a pen, if only to show we did not just laze in an armchair turning pages. We pressed a thought into the wayside, planted a impression along the verge. Even Irish monks in their cold scriptoria jotted along the borders of the Gospels brief asides about pains of copying, a bird singing near the window, or the sunlight that illuminated the page. Anonymous men catching a ride into the future on the vessel more lasting than themselves. And if you have not read Joshua Reynolds, they say, until you have read him, in wreath with Blake's furious scribbling. Yet the one I think of most often, the one that dangles for me like a locket, was written in the copy of Catcher in the Rye I borrowed from the local library one slow, hot summer. I was just beginning high school then, reading books on Davenport in my reading books on a Davenport in my parents' living room, and I cannot tell you how vastly my loneliness was deepened, how poignant and amplified the world was before me seemed, when I found on one page a few greasy-looking smears, and next to them, written in soft pencil by a beautiful girl, I could tell, whom I would never meet. Pardon the egg salad stains, but I'm in love. I love this one. You guys
Really
know who it
solid.
is?
Yeah, it's
That's-
Piper's twin.
Yeah, Billy Collins. He's amazing. He's wonderful. If you ever get a chance to see him read his stuff live, it's incredible. Bill Murray usually comes out before him sometimes and introduces him. So it's like a
That's
wild, it's a
fantastic.
weird night. But Billy Collins, Billy Collins. The end.
Beautiful.
You can keep that one. I couldn't find my book it was in. I'm so
That's
sad.
I had never heard that one before.
Yeah, it's really, because like just when you add that little bit of like realism of like just, I don't know.
It's
just like,
it's just so vivid, and
Well,
it's
just
like
when
you
you-
can think
yeah.
like one of my favorite poems is the one about the "This is just to say,"
Mm-hmm.
where it's just like, and it's just like a note that is written on the fridge that you leave for your
Yeah.
roommate or something,
Yeah.
but it just feels so honest.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, and it's one of those things where the language doesn't get in the way of the
Yeah.
of the message, and because I know my friend Mr. Bennett here, likes it when the poems rhyme.
Nothing wrong with rhyme.
Nothing
It's
wrong
not-
with
but
rhyme.
It's not everything.
It's not everything, and sometimes the rhyme gets in the way, and I really enjoy it. Billy Collins, the poem that turned me on to him, hilariously enough, was Taking Off Emily Dickinson's Clothes, which if you ever get a chance to read that, it's written in honor and homage to Emily Dickinson, and it's just like, you read it and you're just like, it's just like, it's delicious. You could just like, you're just eating the poem as you're going along, and he's like undressing her, and it's like everything is like a little bit of this, a little bit of the window, a little bit of the bee in the room, and the little trinkets, and you can just feel the sound that the buttons make as they unclasp, and it's just like, it's just amazing. Billy Collins.
Have you ever delved into Derek Brown? Derek Brown's my guy.
No.
He's modern. He's still writing. He was a Long Beach poet and now lives in
Derek Brown.
Derek Brown. It's great. He's got an amazing tempo. I've got one off the top of my head. He's like a simple short one was I could never love you until you learn to love our waitress in the same simple, beautiful way that I do.
Oh, that's amazing.
He writes some sexy shit.
That is
Writes
beautiful.
some sexy shit.
I
Tip
love
your
that.
servers.
It's close though.
But let me tell you, if you don't tip your server, you are a bastard.
You are a bastard.
That's actually, that's another deal breaker.
That is another
sure.
treating your server like shit. That is, yeah.
Yeah.
Jared, you
I
there is
found
something.
I found 2 old sad breakup poems I
Oh
wrote
my
Oh!
God!
in 2012.
Oh boy!
Wait, we need a safety pin and a towel really quickly. You need a cape.
This is really good. All right.
All right.
Wait, okay. So let's start. I'll start with the top one. They're separated by so much shit. Okay, here we go. Poem 1, which is called A Poem.
I like it.
It all hit me when I stopped finding your hair on my jackets. That's it. That's the poem.
Wow.
That's the whole poem. Woo! Short poetry. Very sad. Wow. Wow. Deep.
Whoa.
Deep.
You okay?
Okay. Ooh, I don't know if I can get through
Are we
this.
all okay? Are we all
Okay. Wait. Next one. This was a month later.
Oh, slow pan.
Called-
Slow fade to you.
A Poem 2.
Oh boy.
You aren't welcome here, you said. I left early and drank a bottle of wine. We slept in the same bed, facing opposite directions.
Is that the prom night one?
It's the-
Wow.
Because you left early, right?
wow, these are good.
I was about to say I kind of have a fun one. This is EQ, who I love EQ. I'm trying to get a date on this so you can like really. Born in 1394.
AD?
AD. EQ was a Japanese monk who was kind of like, I was trying to find the earliest like sex and death goth poetry I could find.
Okay.
And this is
That'll do it.
about where I could get. And I was a very big fan. There's one particular one he has where it's basically.
That book looks so good in your hand.
Thank you. It's
Like
such
no,
a-
but like it takes me back to like to this nostalgic moment of like a librarian reading like a book to the class. with
Yeah.
The way it, I don't know, because you
Yeah.
have like man hands.
No, I feel you. No, it's like this, and like he's got a poem here that's just about how much he loves eating octopus, and it's just great.
I'm gonna like this.
And it's
leave that alone. Ow.
and my favorite is that he has this was apparently a poem that he started writing while he was on an excursion in the mountains, going on a meditative retreat. Which is, my life has been devoted to love play. I have no regrets about being tangled in red thread from head to foot, nor am I ashamed to have spent my days as a crazy cloud. But I sure don't like this long, long, bitter autumn of no good sex. And I love the idea of the 14th century of just this Japanese monk going, I need to get laid.
Hashtag
Wait, but
relatable.
is it autumn like the season, or is it autumn like the autumn of his life?
It was not the autumn. It was because he goes in later and he's still getting laid.
Oh,
He
okay,
was-
good for him.
He actually has a whole poem that he tells that's about meeting a monk that was like telling him about like I was like at this place, I was at this like inn, and this girl tried to sleep with me and it was weird. He's like, what's wrong with you? Just don't do that thing. And
Don't
like,
do the sexing.
so definitely and
Well, they did
like
it different back then.
yeah,
Yeah, they did.
He was also very famously like very sex and death, like woo woo woo.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo.
Yeah, sex. He wrote an epic poem called Skeletons.
Somebody in chat mentioned one of my favorite poems. It's not one
Ooh.
that I brought today, but it's Alfred Noy's "The Highwayman." The
Yeah.
wind
Oh,
was
yeah.
a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The one was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. No,
I
the,
can't believe you remember.
the moon was a ghostly galleon tossed upon cloudy seas. The road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor, and the highwayman came riding, riding, riding. The highwayman came riding up to the old inn door. And it's just this long, epic, sad poem. It's so good. And I think Lorena McKennitt did a song did a set it to music. It's one of my favorite songs too.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's Lorena McKennitt. It's really good. And there's also an artist, some other artist that did a spoken word version of it as well. That's really amazing. But it looked like that Sam had
I
something.
was just scribbling real quick on
Ooh,
the back of
do it.
Valentine, and I don't know, the old ladies. So I wrote a limerick real quick. We'll see what it's for.
A quick limerick.
Her smile's as bright as a bubble, and she's always the best kind of trouble. But I warn you, my dears, to beware of your ears, for her joy turns all earphones to rubble.
Snap.
Oh, Sam,
This is what I get. I brought the limerick book, and this is what we get out of it.
such a sweetie.
Aww.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
That's
I love
funny.
it. Oh.
I was trying to find like.
Snap,
This was from a
Yeah, I
couple
wrote a
years.
clean room. All right, yikes.
Oh my God, old Valentine.
Oh yeah, no, I was given. I've still kept it a Hello Kitty Valentine. So
Wow.
And then like I was finding this somebody who was writing poems at a party for people. It was a Valentine's Day party. Well, no, it was not a Valentine. It was a what was it? I'm trying to remember. They had like it was a big romance. It was this dumb thing that it was so much fun. But being able to write poetry, I cannot do it. I'm terrible at it. I have to read other people's poetry because
Yeah, that's the way I felt about mine. But
I read other
You,
people's
you
poetry.
wrote something that did you want to share it?
Oh, I left my piece of paper in the other room.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
remember it. Well, because you were saying like we could share love poems and stuff like that, and I didn't have this Valentine's Day, so I was thinking about loneliness, and I was thinking about how poems and songs they have the power to connect you to
Yeah.
other human beings.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm
Like,
just laughing
think
at
that
the way
you're
you
alone.
delivered loneliness.
Loneliness.
What about
Well,
loneliness?
so I thought of the song "Longview" by Green Day, which I love. It's a song about feeling lonely and sad and masturbating a lot, and I love it because it's like not like romantically sad. You know what I mean? It's like vivid and gross. But I love that it's gross because sometimes I feel gross, and it's like comforting. You know what I mean? It's like listen. I know how you feel, and here's like a cool bass line to go with that.
Here's a cool
Not a
bass-
guitar riff
here's a
for
cool
your
bass line.
feelings. But like I was thinking about how when we write songs, and we
have a
write
good
or we make
masturbation
art,
session.
or we tell somebody how we feel about them, it's like you're cracking yourself open and showing everybody all the gross stuff that we usually hide.
inside.
Right? But like there's a power there, and I think that some of the best things in life come out of doing that. So that's what I wanted to share for anyone who needed to hear that you're not alone in your loneliness.
I love that so much, Alex.
Aw.
I really love that.
This is why we're friends.
Yeah, I know.
You're not alone in your loneliness.
That's right.
I'm trying to figure out if that's true though.
It
Are
is.
you? Yeah, I guess you're not. But aren't you?
No, I mean like I
No, man, because that's why you can listen
I
to
have
a
very
song and
strong
really
thoughts
relate
on
to it
this,
and like
actually.
understand.
Because somebody else has been through it.
You know that somebody else is lonely somewhere.
But you can only singularly feel anything that's inside of your own self, so you're always lonely. So the idea and the pretense of connecting with somebody else in itself is a fabrication of human existence.
I'll actually
So,
go ahead. No, go
it's
ahead.
it's like the idea of love is we think it could be reciprocated, but you could love somebody so much and they don't feel anything because you're not in them, you can't feel that. But the interesting thing is that the beautiful thing that connects us all is that exact thing. So you're always lonely in your own
So we're all
loneliness.
feeling our own loneliness
Always.
together.
But always, that's the point.
I'll
right?
say in the times of my life when I was really obsessed
Feel
with
like I
like,
need chocolate
my personal solitude on that level, when I was like really feeling the disconnect.
Yeah.
It's fascinating and through those very positive dating experiences and some very very negative ones, was the effect of attempting to cure loneliness by dating, which I did at one point, and then discovered that the only thing worse than feeling alone is being alone in the company of someone all the time. Is somehow compounded it really intensely. I was like, oh, I've made a terrible. This was not the cure for this problem. Oh boy.
Or it's got a little heavy.
Well,
Yeah.
I like to
No, I mean like that's the
it's
day though.
alone. There's power in that. I go out dancing alone. I see movies alone.
Oh, I love it.
I love doing things by myself because I love who I am. So the idea, So when somebody else is trying to find, that not feeling lonely in someone else, you're never gonna get that truly the way you need it. You're always gonna experience it kind of nearby and close.
I always hate like the idea of like finding somebody who's like the missing piece for you. I disliked that intensely.
It's
you
not
have
how
to
it
be
works.
a whole person in yourself, and they have to be a whole person in themselves. And then the parts where you overlap in the middle of that Venn diagram is how you complete each other.
The person who was on the other end of that unfortunate incident with me being really shitty and kind of up my own butt was said at one point, if you had put half as much energy into trying to get a girlfriend as you had into like being a decent boyfriend, which I was like, oh no, oh, I'm doing everything wrong. Oh no.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to be alone.
No, I love it.
Because I think a reason that a lot of people fear loneliness is because they have to get to know themselves.
Yeah.
And that scares them. Because they don't know themselves and they don't know what they're going to find out about themselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what's good about it, is getting to know yourself.
And if you discover you don't like yourself, it's surprisingly easy to turn yourself into someone you do like.
Yes.
It is weirdly easy.
Yeah.
It is weirdly easy.
Self-reflection is an extremely important part.
Yeah.
Did you have poem
I have a poem. Yeah,
I like
sure.
that it's in your. Oh, you have it on your phone. I was
Right.
like, if you have a little slip of paper.
This silly thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
this old
I got a little
chestnut.
something here. This is from one of my favorite poets, a classic poet who I, like Daryl, will not reveal who it is until I finish my reading. This is about kind of about having rough times with a loved one, but still remembering what love is all about. Okay. I guess this time you're really leaving. I heard your suitcase say goodbye. Well, as my broken heart lies bleeding, you say true love is suicide. You say you've cried 1,000 rivers and now you're swimming for the shore.
I'm so sorry.
You left me drowning in my tears and you won't save me anymore. I'm praying to God you'll give me one more chance, girl. I'll be there for you. These 5 words I swear to you. When you breathe, I want to be the air for you. I'll be there for you. I'd live and I'd die for you. I'd steal the sun from the sky for you. Words can't say what love can do. I'll be there for you. That's from Jonathan Bon Jovi.
Beautiful.
Are you aware of the song, title of the song by Da Vinci's Notebook?
No.
Thank you. If you get a chance, you should
Title
Google
of the song?
title of the song by Da Vinci. They wrote a pop like I didn't mean to break your heart, girl, please come back to me.
Yeah.
Except instead of actually writing the song, they just wrote all the beats that are typical in that song and then explained them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's super meta. I love it.
Yeah, it's declaration of my feelings for you,
Right.
acknowledgement of my infidelity, and
No,
title of the song, naive expression of love. Reluctance to accept that you are. Yeah, it's like the whole.
That's good.
It's just the map of the song. It's really impressive.
I like it.
But you brought it out to me.
Jared.
I have made a terrible discovery.
Are you really doing this, dude?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing this.
Oh, you guys are in for it.
Oh,
I don't want
I
to say
found
it's
something
great.
Do you need
real bad.
like,
Well, so here's the thing.
percussive backup?
This was written 7 years ago. It is a beat poem I wrote so a girl would like me. Didn't work, by the way. This is, I don't even know
Did her
how I'm
father
supposed
pull
to
up
say
in
this.
his Nissan Titan? And scream?
I hope so.
Oh, okay.
But it does have 11 notes on Tumblr, so
Zonka
that's,
chicken.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Chatsworth. I appreciate it.
Oh my God, it's on Tumblr.
All right, it's on Tumblr.
It's not on your live journal.
This is your Bex Deborah, right?
This is my next
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
You have to really, I could not find it, and I know how to find it. All right.
That's a great
This
song.
is some
We've
bad
been talking
shit.
about it all day.
This is. I hope that Riot fires me after I'm done reading this.
Probably
Alright.
fired before you finish reading it.
Sometimes I think about particles.
What?
That's the first line.
Strong opener. Let's go.
Sometimes I like to feel cool water on my fingers and wonder about its properties. Sometimes I sit in the dark and look up to the sky and go over the mathematics that define interactions between celestial bodies, and how organisms seed planets and the way that metals work and why fire is so pretty at night, and how now and then 2 people who aren't even aware they're related 10 generations back have the same jawline.
Refrain and
Sometimes I think about clothes. Like how certain lengths of skirt ripple in the wind and how certain fits of jacket will be tied on the arm but not on the waist, and how you can buy cufflinks with a tiny raised nautical anchor but not know what the anchor is for. I like to look at shoes when people walk by, and I like to wonder why that guy has those brown ones from the upscale department store that come with the 10-week money-back guarantee lacquer and the limited edition white tag. While that kid, sitting alone by the fountain making ripples with his finger, has the same pair of gray skater kicks from junior high with a hole in the side, and I like to wonder why, even though he has the money to replace them, he won't. I like cork heels. No reason, I just do.
Oh my God.
Sometimes I think about you.
those are prom shoes.
Yes, you. I literally just got an email from work that says you're fired. But it's not done yet.
I
Yes,
won the
yeah,
pool.
Colleen Tully. Thank you, Colleen. It literally just reads, I'm fired. First line, Jared, you're fired. Anyway. Sometimes I think about you.
Oh my God.
Yes, you. The way you make that face when you think about that thing that happened back then. Yes, that thing. I like how your hair curls inward towards your eyes.
Oh my god.
I like how your iris expands and contracts to light and sound, and how if you get in close, there are little black spots through the central rim, and how you think about him or her, they explode. I like to think about your posture and your personality and watch closely when they're challenged by a contrary opinion, because those moments are important to the people who matter. None of whom are me. Oh, screaming infidelity. Wait, 2 more sentences. Very good. Sometimes I think about me, but I'm just some guy and not a very interesting one. Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh. I would stand up, but I'm not.
Yeah.
No.
That.
No.
By the way, I'd like to
That's
point out,
amazing.
I am a New York Times best-selling author, and they're going to take that away.
Did you get another email?
You were going to be in the next Avengers film, but now no. It's over.
Yeah, they're going to bring me on for the next Thor, and now it's over.
No, that's
nothing.
gone now.
You were gonna be in a Dark Knight's Tale, and not now.
Not now.
You're not attached anymore.
Jared, we've attached you to the Toxic Avenger reboot. You're out.
And
Are you
that
kidding me?
was
I would see the
legit-
shit out of
On the
somebody-
other hand, you do get to be in the next
For
Transformers
everybody.
film.
Oh,
So
finally.
congratulations.
For people asking about my
Oh.
terrible high school poetry, I unfortunately did not bring the book tonight, very conveniently. But that will happen at some point. Hopefully, we'll do like either high school or something.
Yeah,
and
there's
it was just I just had this.
It's so good.
It was horrible.
Some of it's
It was-
written in Elvish.
No, it's not.
It
Oh,
is.
Erica.
It is.
Oh, Erica. Oh,
It is.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
One in Sindarin and one in Kenya.
wow.
So there's that. So you will hear that at some point, yes. But I don't
That's
know.
a level of
I'm
nerd I'm just not
I know.
okay with.
But I'm a terrible poet. But I have such a soft spot for poetry in my life, for like really florid stuff, and I love Shakespeare and I love Poe. But the one that I have that I want is just I've thought about a lot lately is I guess God, let's see if I had I the heavens embroidered cloths enwrought with golden and silver light, the blue and the dim and the dark cloths of night and light and the half light, I would spread the cloths under your feet. But I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. That's a Yeats.
Pretty.
He was a sad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad boy.
Sad boy.
Sad boy Yeats.
Boy.
Did you do
I have
another one?
a long one.
Oh
Yeah?
Not epically long. But I have a longer one that, I don't know, something about it always kind of spoke to me. I guess being the kind of nerdy, goofy, awkward kid and slightly effeminate boy in Alabama. It's a David Wagoner poem. It's called The Best Slow Dancer. And it's been a while since I've read it, so sorry if it's bad. Just setting the bar low.
Just well.
The Best Slow Dancer. Under the sagging clothesline of crepe paper, by the second string of teachers and wallflowers, in the school gym, across the quay, through the glitter of mirrored lights, 3-second rule forever. Suspended you danced with her, the best slow dancer, who stood on tiptoe, who almost wasn't there. In your arms like music, she knew just how to answer the question mark of your spine, your hands in hers, the other touching that place between her shoulders, trembling your countless feet light-footed sure to move as they wished wherever you might stagger. Without her she turned in time, she knew where you were. In time she turned her body into yours. As you moved from thigh to secrets to breast, yet never where you would be for all the time, never closer. Then your cheek against her tipple, her ear just under your lips that tried all evening long to tell her, you weren't the worst one. not the boy whose mother had taught him to count, to murmur over and over, 1 slide, 2 slide, 3 slide, now no longer. The one in the hallway after class, the scuffler, the double club foot gawker, the mouth breather, with the wrong haircut who would never kiss her, but see her dancing off with someone or other. Older, more clever, smoother, dreamier. Not waving a sister, somebody else's partner. Love her while you went, floating home through the air, to lie down lighter than air in the moonlight shimmer. Alone to whisper yourself to sleep, remember. I love that one.
That's lovely.
That one's
Yeah.
just like, I mean, like, if that doesn't speak to, like, the freaks and geeks of you, I don't know what. Like, that's just like, oh, that one, like, yeah. It's just like, you know, it's, I don't know, like, whenever I read a story about, like, anybody that's under the age of 25, I'm just like, why are we reading about anything romantic at all? Like, I mean, Jesus, like, how about some self-worth and inner strength? Like, gee, that's what we all needed back then.
Oh, yeah.
Done!
Or now.
Now would be good, too.
Now
That would be
a
good.
little late now, really.
It's too late. It's too
I'm
late.
phoning it in for the
I'm-
rest of the night.
I got 40 more years I can phone it in for.
Yeah.
there. I'm pretty good.
Wow, you got 40 more?
Well, I mean, like, I'm, you know.
Good for you.
40 more years. 40 more years.
Yeah, at the very least. So.
I've got a real poem I actually like.
Oh,
Not something that I like
okay.
crapped out of my ass and I was sad one time.
You know, weirdly, I kind of was enjoying the crap out of the
The
Bible.
crapped out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish
like it.
I wish I had more, but it's just those 3. I think there was one more, but I definitely didn't. It wasn't good enough to put on my Tumblr page, so you
Right,
know it's
right.
not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
It's on
want,
his
didn't want
MySpace.
those
That sounds
8
even
likes.
better.
So this is Poor Earth. It's a poem by Eleanor Wiley, who was like a cool Victorian poly lady at a time when that wasn't really a thing. And that you never want to be someone who's into something when it's not really a thing.
Feel that.
Generally goes one way. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's called Poor Earth.
what happened?
Oh, what happened?
What happened there?
She had a string of male lovers all at the same time, and they hated her, and she killed herself.
Oh, that took a left.
Yeah. It's every time that you're like the first or only of something.
So here's a poem.
So here's the
Anyway,
poem.
here's Wonderwall.
So, it is not heaven, bitter seed, leavens its entrails with despair. It is a star where dragons breed. Devils have a footing there. The sky has bent it out of shape. The sun has strapped it to its wheel. Its course is crooked to escape. Traps and gins of stone and steel. It balances on air and spins, snared by strong, transparent space. I forgive it all its sins. I kiss the scars upon its face. That's it.
And I found one when I was 19 years old in my Facebook notes that I'm very proud of, that I would love to share with you guys, that isn't depressing. It's back when love was real for me. No, I was kidding.
When love was real.
Wait, are you
It's actually
kidding
really
that
good.
it's not depressing?
It's really
Is this
cute.
depressing?
No, it's cute. It's part of
What
it.
is
It's
the
cute.
joke?
I mean, there's one. It moves. It moves. Okay. Friday, June 26, 10:56 a.m. 2009. Does one ever?
Historical
Does
account.
one? Thank you. Does one ever learn not to give one's heart? It's a petty rule in the fabrics of life. For unto a man unfolds his past and current state of unhappiness and scars. You carry the brunt of living to forward instead of loving what we are. How do I feel about him? What do I like? Both adamant questions to ask. It's not that I don't not like him. It's not that I don't not want to not like him. To sum it up, my feelings are complicated. I'm searching for words, but they're all conjugated.
You said it wasn't
No,
upsetting.
it's not. It's not.
Comparatively, I mean, not to the
It's beautiful.
the lady of the night who offed herself.
She wrote sad poems
Yeah,
about
I got it.
sailors.
I like funny poems.
Go, Fizzy, go say hi.
Yeah.
I do.
You like funny poems?
I do.
I don't know if I have any.
I like a good funny
Oh,
poem.
I got this. You guys ever heard of Sylvia Plath?
Yeah. No.
Daryl?
Nope.
Hang on.
No? Skipper?
What about love
what about The
songs?
Cure?
What about
You
like
heard-
beautiful love
Oh my god. Oh, that was another thing that I was gonna. That like Liz, who couldn't be here tonight, she mentioned playlists.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't.
playlists. Just
Is that like mixtape?
Do you remember?
Yeah,
oh, fucking
it's like the modern
mixtapes. Okay,
And, yeah.
mixtapes were the best way to communicate on God's green
You
earth.
have no
were.
idea. Do you remember having to make them with the radio though?
I had the tape. I had the tape thing,
I know.
and then
I get it.
I
Thanks,
had
Erica.
the tape thing in the microphone. So
Man,
I would
yeah.
leave letters in the mixtape.
Oh yeah, you had to. The best was when you tape them to somebody's locker, and you'd leave a little
That's not what we
tape,
taped
and you
on
tape.
the
Oh man.
What?
Yeah, you tape them to a
But then,
girl.
like, anybody could get them.
Yeah, you respected the mixtape.
You don't want
You-
somebody
you mess
else's
with a lot
mixtape.
of
That's
people,
just
but you
gonna be
don't. You don't
weird.
mess with somebody's mixtape. You make a mixtape. First of all, you spend hours doing this. You have to listen to the
Oh,
radio.
it takes forever.
You have to listen to the radio.
You have to listen to the radio.
You have to hope that the DJ doesn't talk over the intro of the song. You have to hope that they don't outro over the song, and you're just sitting here, you're like listening, you're just waiting on. Oh my God.
Would you call in requests for things that you needed?
Oh man,
tapes
all the
of?
time.
Okay, yeah, me too.
All the
That was
time,
the
and then
thing.
I ended up being a radio DJ,
Mm-hmm.
and then like never took requests. Never, because you weren't allowed to.
Well, we would share mixtapes between us,
Yeah.
also between friends, so that you would
Sure.
have that you could up
Then
the
you
collection.
could, yeah, and then by the time you recorded it for the 10th time, it's like
'Cause I couldn't-
less than Jake suddenly sounds like sugar in the
Well,
gas tank.
well,
It's
like and like my, I didn't have a way to bring my vinyl down to cassette either,
No.
so I was like, I would like sometimes like attempt to record through the mic, and it was
yeah,
just
oh yeah,
awful.
with the little Casio thing.
I had a halfway decent.
Oh, I had like the red like Casio
Yeah,
Oh
toy
my God.
recorder, and I was doing it like it was
Yeah,
like
no, we
two
were-
steps down from a Talk Boy. Do you know what a Talk Boy is?
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin had one.
Okay, I'm just making sure you
living?
bunch of millennials. Get off my lawn!
Whoa.
I'm gonna go watch Grand.
Go, calm down, Gran Torino.
Oh boy!
Hey, Tom, want to salute Limerick?
I do. I would love
Yes!
I feel like we want one of those.
Please, God, yes!
to. Please lighten things
For
up.
the love of God!
Sure, things that I write on the carpet floor. The most interesting man on the net, as enchanting as someone can get. Sure, he might be a demon, but the fun's worth the screaming. Sweetest warlock I've ever met.
Hey, wait, that's not about me. That's not about neither one of us.
That's not about
The screaming party for sure.
Oh.
I guess it's cool that Sam didn't write a.
It's probably for the best.
Another page.
out more so I know things to write.
Well, it's pretty much what you
I
said.
also I have my book of dirty limericks, but that's a little off.
A couple of people in chat have been surprised that you two are not like the people that you are on Asinine Wisdom.
Well,
Well, Daryl's still racist, but
not racist.
Waste?
Racist.
he discriminates against people of a larger build. He's racist.
You're getting a preview right now.
Tell everybody about Asinine Wisdom real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, this is it.
Well, this is where we do it.
Basically, we have 4 very important topics that we discuss uncivilly every single show. We have 3 topics in our big question, which we give the topics to the to chat to let them choose from.
Chatsworth makes the
Chatsworth
choice over
drops
there.
the big poll in there, and for everybody to pick a topic from. And
a lot of
and-
phrasing in there to unpack.
Well, if you watch the show, you know.
You unpack a lot with Chatsworth.
Yeah, you do. We don't have a chat boy
Chatsworth.
cam
Keep going.
tonight. That's a shame. I'm sorry, buddy.
So the best way to describe asinine wisdom, it's where civil discourse goes to die.
Yeah.
I am not always the
Unsmart, you said earlier.
I'm
unsmart.
not.
Yeah.
I'm mean well.
You talk so
Somebody said our new
talk
motto
real
should be,
pretty.
"Well, this is it," and that's
Well,
right.
this is it.
But yeah,
Asinine Wisdom.
but
well, this is
well, this is it.
It-
In our last show, maybe.
I will say there's
Is
something.
Tuesday?
I've known Marisha Ray a long time now.
Yeah.
And like, if I could distill everything she's ever wanted of the internet, of like between Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, is really, and this is true. You could sum up her. She's like, I just really want to hear really terrible people just be awful for like hours.
Asinine Wisdom, Tuesdays at
and like
9.
you are
Marisha
kind of the Marisha Ray's
Marisha Ray's
dream realized on
Yeah.
a certain level.
Yeah,
She's like, I just want to find the worst people and
So-
make them talk about
So
shit.
I will be on the season
The
finale
fire
episode,
sale.
on Tuesday.
yeah, we're having a
Tell
battle
Jonathan's
royale.
got to just rope himself into it.
I'm just going to assume that I'm not leaving this place on
Just
Tuesday.
come by, and if you got to peace out after a while, it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I check out like halfway through.
Since it may be our last
checked
show,
out in,
we're
like,
wanting
2006.
anybody and everybody who wants to be on from Geek and Sundry, please don't show up. We'll get in trouble.
Sax is already here he comes.
Sax is shooting daggers through my head right now.
Oh!
We accidentally phrased it to where
Yeah, confirmed. Do not just show up.
down a little lower.
Well, that's what we do every week is just show up. But yeah, we're doing a battle royale. So if any of you guys want to come argue with us about
And we
very important
Do-
topics,
Thanks for
do
letting us
you
know.
have a dress code? Do you like us to wear a suit and tie, or do you just show up in a...
Jake usually
Pants.
wears pants and a shirt. I wear something with buttons.
Does it matter if the pants are on the top or the bottom?
it
or
really
like-
doesn't. No one has
The,
thought
the
that
only
far
thing
ahead.
that Ryan is very, very adamant about is no
Yeah.
chesticles.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've actually.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I was about to say
Ryan.
I'm very furry, and I've actually in fact braided everything into this wonderful.
I'm into
Well,
that.
that's
A
worth
hair
that's
shirt.
worth maybe.
It's like chainmail.
Well, on that note, we're gonna have to wrap it up for
Good
tonight.
night.
This has been a wonderful
This is
Friday
really,
night.
really
It's been really
wonderful.
fun. Thank you
to
for
all
having
of
us.
you
Best date ever.
for being
Thanks,
my
guys.
Valentines. This was really lovely. Make sure to check out all of these people on their social medias, and they all do amazing work. So next week.
What are we doing? I don't remember.
I think you're going to be guesting on Game Engine.
Oh yeah, God, I am doing that.
Yeah, and Wednesday Club.
And
is
Wednesday
happening.
Club. Wednesday Club is happening. Although again, I'm so tired. I don't remember what we agreed to.
Wednesday
to
Club
talk
will be
about.
happening, and next week I think we can.
There'll be more
announce
Critical
what
Role.
There will be more.
There'll be more Critical Role.
And the theme for next week, can we let's say?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. For it.
Okay, it is gather your 8-bit video game theme next week. It's gonna
That's
be
right.
Very
Yes.
fun. Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Oh, old school video game.
I'm even thinking about like being really douchey and threatening everybody with a power glove.
It's so bad.
Power
I
glove.
was so good at power pad. I could do the triple jump. Oh my god!
You
Oh,
probably
yeah.
cheated, jumped off the pad and back
no,
on.
I gamed the game.
So 8-bit's going to be fun. We're going to talk about old school gaming reality. We maybe play some old school games. And,
Yeah, maybe I'll dress up as a video game
we
character.
yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh God, I gotta.
Think about it.
Yeah.
We'll work on our costumes.
I'm gonna yeah.
But as always, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much to the crew for sticking around so late for
Thank you,
us.
guys.
And we will see you next week, everybody. Thank
Have
you.
a wonderful long weekend. Oh.